rain or shine, Skull and CQ with that mobile line. Eric's got his 891 and 8 test tight. He's chasing them parks from morning to night. We're calling CQ, come join the ride. From salty shores to mountain and highs. A Molly crew with wire and drive, tossing antennas and trees to feel alive. Once a month we light up the stream. It's Northeast Ham Radio, living the dream. Oh, living the dream. Izzle's in the woods with a stogie lit. Got his logbook down in a chair that fits. But toss him a chip with that barbecue tang. You'll get a ran in the Hamburglar fang. Matt builds them tough and tunes them clean. Reliance hits like a well-oiled machine. Toss a wire in a tree, no need to prepare. 5-9 signals floating through the air. We're calling CQ, come join the ride. From salty shores to mountain and highs. A motley crew with a wire and drive, tossing antennas and trees to feel alive. Once a month we light up the stream. It's Northeast Ham Radio, living the dream. Oh, living the dream. Salty waltz cocktails from the ocean tide, with the sailor's grin and that coastal pride. He wrote the book on waves and wire, a Rhode Island soul with a northern fire. If it's broke, Rob's the guy to call. He'll tear it down and rebuild it all with a scope, a smile, and zero fear. He's the reason half our rigs still cheer. The route rolls deep with a pack and a plan. Sky above, ground below, mic in hand. From jump zones to parks, he's living it loud. Still grumpy as hell, but making us proud. We ain't perfect and that's just fine. We miss a few calls and forget the time. It's happy hour when we go live. Mics get hot and so do the vibes. So if we slur a bit or lose our roles, just blame the beer in our RF souls. Marvin's got the badge and the winter plan. He'll brave the cold with a rig in hand. When the bands are rough and the tans are low, he's the ham radio guy putting on a show. From Rochester's Edge with a voice so clear, Mike's rocking AM on the modern gear. He's hitting the air with that VHF bite and logging port up till the stars say night. Todd's blowing finals at field day again. Still a proud general, won't let it end. Talks baseball more than he checks his SWR. They'll snag that contact from a mile too far. Let's roll slow through the woods and mud. Mass plates on the FJ, tires chewing the crud. He'll find the path where the signals roam, with a calm CQ from his overland home. We're calling CQ, the signal's wide. From the coast to the pines on the mountainside. We're a band of hands with stories to share, tossing wire and trees, putting watts in the air. Once a month we fire up the screen. It's Northeast Ham Radio, where legends convene. Antennas and trees and friends on the air, for signals we chase and the stories we share. We laugh, we learn, sometimes we swear, but every month you know we'll be there. This is Northeast Ham Radio. Pull up a chair.
Did he really put cones around the Subaru?
Better be safe than
I
sorry.
did.
Practice
Why?
safe coda.
So people
Why?
won't run over. People won't run over your feet.
Because people be peopling, right? That's what my wife and I like to say. I don't care like what color your radials or your coax are. People will find a way to just like walk through it, ride over it with their bikes, and they'll give you the look like.
Yeah, I know.
Did you not see the cones and like the yellow wire or what? But people
No, but I like to
man.
scare them. I said, I'll tell them you're lucky because that's 240 volts going through that goes over to 11
Wow.
kW that will fry you like a piece of bacon. And sometimes the expression on their faces is priceless.
As they dial 911 and can you evict this
Yeah,
guy from the
park
park?
ranger, there's a crazy guy.
Playing
in
with
a
high voltage?
yeah. No. I've done that a few times. It's funny. And they never come back. That's what I like.
That's right. That's
Yes,
right.
Bob. Izzo is always out ice fishing.
Izzo,
Right.
driving people from parks since
No.
2022.
No, I am a good ambassador, but don't be destructive with my stuff. Don't
Aren't
be
ambassadors cigars?
Yes.
Isn't there like a cigar named like an ambassador or something?
Yes. There is.
Is there? Is there?
That was a funny comment, though, that Mike
You
looked
put
like a Mormon on
ambassadors
the
in your
weekends.
That what?
All he needs is the little white name tag, the white and black name tag.
He does. Somebody got to do a meme of that, please.
Nice.
Put a little name tag on his chest.
All right.
God.
So
Can I
God-
talk to you about your
God-
Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ?
Yes, God,
Yes, Apostle Paul, go ahead.
God sent me to POTA.
Preach the Reliance gospel, please.
He's the POTA preacher.
Speaking of Reliance, where's Matt at?
He bowed out. You missed the message? He had
No, yeah.
a conflict.
Oh, okay.
Good to know you pay attention.
Dude, it
Said
was
he's-
raining
said
so
he's not
hard
gonna
the
be
other
home
night,
till
I
10
was
p.m.
soaking wet.
Yeah.
Everybody missed that, but I'm going to take a drink.
We did. Yes. Sorry.
did you see that Hillbilly Ham mentioned he said Live Free channel's not live? Did you notice that? Or did you want to check?
Not on it.
My channel was not live for like and then I like refreshed and went back in again and then eventually it was showing, but I got nervous a little bit during the intro. So hopefully this is working.
I will have to look.
Now everyone's going to be paranoid.
Someone
Come on.
said nice intro. I forget where I saw
Yeah.
it.
That was your
That was Time
It's live on Live Free and Ham.
64.
It's live.
All right.
Yeah, we're good.
Yep. Okay. Good stuff.
What's weird? Wait a minute. The original posting, it says it's waiting. So this is what happened to Rabbit and I the other night. Even though it says that you click on it and it has a live, the one that everybody was waiting for is not there.
Okay.
So,
That's
Torch,
weird.
You've got 2 people watching on your channel. Grouch has got 4. Live Free and Ham has 2. Mike's got 12. I've got 6. And Shannon's got 3.
Yeah, it's just 5 waiting for Live Free and Ham though.
I've got 0.
I don't see anything.
Here, let me share it with you. Hold on.
What a bunch of amateurs we
Why
are.
don't you
Look,
We are, man.
just refresh your screen?
look.
Yeah.
And everybody chatting in there.
It says live on mine.
That's wild.
Maybe your internet's broken. Yeah, we're
Nope.
live.
I just refreshed it and it's still dead.
Interesting.
That's
Well,
weird.
It was live. It was live for me when I just pulled it up.
Take a break,
Yeah.
go soak. Take a break, go soak, and then, come back to us.
Just soaking up this alcohol.
Oh, God, this is going to be bad.
Yeah, I just went to the YouTubes. Yours is coming in for me now. So
YouTube's just taking a break today.
Yeah, it's that's what happened to Rabbit and I. So Eric, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Sorry, Ed is over on my chat asking us, what the hell's going on here. So, doing
Yeah,
well.
Mike
I guess
Smith says it's not working on Live Free and Ham.
it's
Guys,
odd, like
I'm watching it right now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but if I go to my channel and I click on like the live section on my YouTube channel, like I see where I'm live, but I also see another thumbnail that says 6 are waiting. So
Yeah, that's what happened to us
Yeah.
the other night,
yeah,
It,
and
like,
I don't know
duplicated
why.
it? Weird.
all right.
I don't
Hold on. Yeah, I'm
delete
gonna
one.
let the folks
So-
know in there.
If you're
Yeah.
watching on a channel that is not working, then you might just need to switch to a different video because it probably started a new stream and post.
Which is weird.
So, yeah. So tell the people that are watching or waiting that they need to come over here.
Well, they might be watching on multiple channels. We do have some people that try to support us across multiple channels and platforms.
Okay.
People like Mike Smith.
So-
As you can
Well,
tell,
if you had to pick
Well,
one,
thanks for
channel,
being on my channel.
Yeah,
Well, what
thanks for
channel
being
should
on my
I
channel.
watch? But what channel should I watch the chat on? Because now I'm all confused.
Watch it
I'm
on
an
my
old
I-
man.
Pay
Izzo,
attention to
watch
this
it.
one.
Izzo, watch it on my channel.
I have 3 different chats open right now, and clearly I could have more. But I have Grouch, I have Live Free and Ham, and I have mine.
I don't know.
Aren't
where
you
I'm at.
special tonight?
Wow, Eric gets the
God,
your
there's
partner
Grouch.
gets.
No, I can manage my own. Thank you. I don't need her to do everything for me.
God bless your
Grouch
your
over there.
bandwidth.
I have my UK contingency coming in strong because Mike 8 Kilo Hotel Charlie just popped up in my
Listen, Shannon's not on my payroll. She's on yours, Eric.
Yeah.
We got payroll.
I didn't know I was
Don't tell her.
supposed to get.
Don't
I
tell
didn't know
her.
I was supposed to get paid.
I didn't
For
know I
this.
was supposed to get paid either.
Well, we're getting a check at the end of tonight, just like how when a band plays, like in a bar. Exactly.
After you finish soaking your nails, my friend.
Yeah,
Palm Olive.
you'll get like 20 cents maybe.
And a beer.
Yeah, I'm gonna be lit by tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Emotional damage.
Yes, man. All right. Well, should we do something or just continue to troubleshoot?
No, we're done troubleshooting. They'll figure it out.
Yep. There's plenty of
Somebody
them.
will figure it out.
So
Everybody
Eric, how's
hop
your
over to
ham
the
radio
Livestream.
week been?
It's working.
Wonderful. We've done not a whole lot except for the 5-2 challenge, which has been phenomenal. I broke.
Come in. Do you hear
Who's
that?
knocking?
What the hell is that? No,
Jehovah's?
it's not me.
Stop doing stuff under the
Jehovah's at
table.
the door.
Stop
The
doing stuff
Amish?
under the table.
Knocking on heaven's door.
My hands
Do a
are
little
above.
party. I know, right? Exactly. Everybody, head check.
Nobody's
Is that
speaking.
you?
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Train wreck. This is awesome.
Holy dog shit!
For those
Who
that
is
aren't
steering this
monetized,
ship right now?
Mike's supposed to be steering the
Your
ship.
mom.
He's absolutely quiet. All right, there you go.
thank you. I love the
The
previous order. There we go. Everybody focus on N2MAK.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, licensed and unlicensed amateur radio operators of all ages, Northeast Ham Radio proudly brings to you us for another live stream happy hour. A bunch of hams in the Northeast. We do this thing monthly. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for finding the correct links because we are a bunch of amateurs and whatnot. So let's get this thing started. We do not have a show topic, right? But
Yes,
we do have something fun we're going to try later. So
We have the death
yes, we
of
do.
Chuck Norris.
we do have, yep,
That
Chuck
is the
Norris.
show topic. Chuck Norris died. Death is currently in witness protection.
Jesus Christ. That's hilarious.
I
Chuck
actually
Norris
had a
doesn't sleep.
tear.
He waits.
I actually had a tear today, but then I saw another meme that had some men's lounge, where women like to dance, and it said 20 girls but 39 legs. And at first I'm trying to do the math. I'm like, wait a minute, that means one of them one of them is missing something, right? And that kind of broke my sadness.
Your brain,
So-
too?
So if you are in the chats right now, drop your favorite Chuck Norris meme.
Yes.
We have Mike 8 Kilo Hotel Charlie. Chuck Norris once slammed a revolving door.
Come on.
That's funny.
Let's do ham radio themed one like this one.
That's what?
Only is those club.
Only it, yeah.
Oh boy.
Well, hey, you know what?
15 minutes in.
Let me take control and let's do some quick intros and stuff because we actually have somebody new with us for
Yes,
the first
we do.
time on the Northeast Ham Radio Happy Hour, and so we'll get to him last. But first,
'Cause it's
let's do ladies first. Let's start with Shannon. How has your Ham Radio week been? What have you been up to, girl?
So, I think the last time we had this live stream, it was before International Women's Day, right?
It was.
So, to sum up the ham radio month, I guess, right, since our last meeting.
Yeah.
We had International Women's Day Wild Pota Party. It was really awesome. I was on tons of different live streams supporting that and promoting that, including, Ham Nation, Ham Radio Crash Course. We had a completely YL stream devoted to that, as well as the Live Free and Ham YL stream. And then, Women's Day rolled around. We did our Women's Day thing. It was a beautiful day. It was like 60 something degrees. Went to Minuteman Minuteman National Park. Met up with K1 SOE. We made 48 contacts that day on 100 watts SSB on 10, 12, and 17. The bands were so packed because it was that DX contest, so it was a little hard to find spots. That's why we kind of stuck to the Wark bands, which I'm sure you love, Mr. Wark Band over there.
Yes.
And then on the Monday the 9th until Sunday the 15th was the YL WWA, which had like 200 YL activators from around the world. Many tens of thousands of contacts were made, maybe even hundreds of thousands. I would have to check, to be honest. I personally made 400 contacts SSB with like 27 different countries. My best day in terms of contacts was Thursday. I got like 172 contacts in like 2 hours and 45 minutes with 12 different countries. And then my best day for countries was, I think, the Monday. I made like 80 something contacts or 90 something contacts with like 20 different countries.
Oh, wow.
So it was really good, and it was mostly, like I said, mostly my favorite bands to activate on are 10, 12, 15, 17. That day, Thursday, I did go on 20, so I think that was how I got the most contacts on that. But spread out the love, guys. Like, let's use 17 and 12 and 15. There's such nice
Soak it
bands.
in, Shannon. Soak it in. Soak it
Yes, I get all the best contacts on those bands. And then to top it all off, this past Sunday, Miles went out and he did his first POTA activation, guys, at 7 years old. So I had to set everything up for him. I set up the radio. I did the logging for him. I wrote down what I wanted him to say for CQ. It was a Youth on the Air contest for IARU Region 1. So he called CQ Yoda, CQ Youth on the Air. He told his name, his age, and his location. And the very first station that came back to him calling CQ, we were on 15 meters, was a station from England. It was Golf 4 Bravo India Papa.
Of course it was.
Yeah, of course it was, because the English people, they just naturally flock to me, okay? They know that I put out those vibes. So he was like super excited about that, and then a couple days later in the car, he was like, "Mama, I wish we could do a POTA activation." I was like, we can do it anytime you want. And he said, because I love DX. So I was like, yes, that's my boy. I've created a little monster. But that was so cool, and I'm so happy and so proud of him, and can't wait to get him on the air and get him calling CQ some more and making some more contacts on his own. and hopefully starting for him to study and get his license.
Very
Yeah.
cool. How old is he? If you don't mind me asking, if you don't want to say, that's
He
fine. But I can't remember.
is 7.
Okay.
He will be 8 in July. On
Okay.
July 20th is his birthday.
I know when my son got his tech in general, he was 11, but there were kids in our region that got their license years before that, like when they were much younger. So
In the
it's
womb?
no.
Well, they were all soaking it up. That's why they were all soaking. It
Yep,
up.
they were.
All right.
So how about you, Grouch? What's your month been like?
Well, you know what? I drove from Florida to Texas. I did a whole bunch of 5.2 Colin on that drive. I've been here for 2 weeks now. Had some absolutely crazy weather, like ridiculous winds. some beyond cold days. We had a freeze warning the other day. But I got to go to Claiborne State Park and do a little Parks on the Air with Prep Ham Paul. That was a ton of fun. And currently the RV is like in various states of disrepair. My couch is outside. My table is outside.
Where it should be.
The whole kitchen is just basically torn apart.
Is the camper up on blocks?
But you know what? I will say this. Listen, the stabilizer jacks work amazing because it was taking like 50-mile-an-hour winds broadside, and you know, it didn't move, didn't shift, nothing. Like it just took it. So yeah, but I'm looking forward to tomorrow finishing up the wiring. I realized that I ordered not enough of the terminal lugs that go on the 4/0 wire, and so I'm going to be like 4 or 5 short. But that's okay. We'll get it figured out. I think Mr. Vern said that he had a few that I could borrow, and then I'll just replace them. So. But it's been really cool hanging out with the Sixes, Vern and Renee, and I think on Thursday I'm going to go to Texas Skydive, and I'm going to do my my first skydives in Texas.
Nice. Now, didn't you help get an antenna up for Vern?
Actually, both Vern and Renee. Yeah, so Renee had a 20-meter only wire up.
Okay.
And so now she's got the Reliance base camp 56-1. And so
she's soaking in RF.
So
I mean, it's impressive.
I verified in the radio without the tuner. She can play on 60. She can play on 40, on 20, on 15. I think 12 needed a tuner, but 10 anyways. I think 12 and 17 she needed a tune, but it was tunable. It was under 3-1. So Renee's got the 56-1 base camp, and then Vern has my original Bug Out Mini with the Kevlar wire.
Ooh, fancy.
And you know, listen, I had no idea, but freaking like they both have, you know, little tilt over towers. You know, I'd say it's 50, 60 feet, something like that. And the marking in the concrete was November of 23. That's when those towers were put up. And Vern hasn't had an antenna up the entire time.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's a sin.
Yeah. So, yes.
Sin
Well,
is
now he's
sin.
got the Reliance Bug Out Mini up there. And the way that it worked out is it's a perfect horizontal from the tower to a treetop across the other side of the driveway.
You gotta love it when it works out like that.
Yes.
Oh,
Perfect
dude, it's
shot.
beautiful.
Love it when a plan
It's
comes together.
beautiful. Yep, just nice and flat, horizontal wire going from the top of the tower to the top of the tree.
Has anyone known a difference between using the Reliance as a sloper versus a horizontal? Because I haven't tried it yet. I've always been sloper.
It works
You will
phenomenal in every configuration you could put it in.
Yes.
But is there a noticeable difference? Has anyone noticed?
Yes.
Based on
Yeah.
band conditions for that day.
Yeah. So if you're horizontal versus NVIS, let me get my hands right, at a slope, you get more NVIS this way than this way. And you notice I didn't do the other thing. Yeah, there you go.
I prefer either an inverted V or an L.
Because I have run it as an inverted V. With
Yeah,
just,
inverted V works phenomenal.
Just
No,
with,
Shannon.
what I
inverted
think
V.
the inverted V.
You said an L.
I
He
know,
also
but
said
no,
an
The
L.
L, but I've done the V. I like doing the V, and I'll tell you,
Now,
You like doing the
I
V?
will tell you.
like doing the V. I bet you do.
I like doing the V, and I'll tell you why. I think the V. I am not a scientist. I'm not Doc Brown. I'm just Joe Ham here. I think the inverted V is the best configuration for a lot of these antennas that I've done. I'm not going to mention the other antenna names, but I've done them all in inverted Vs versus
Now,
sloper.
Izzo.
Yeah.
do you bring a compass with you?
No, I don't get into whether it's 90, 80, 150, 120. I don't care.
Yeah, because I was going to say,
no.
when you're doing
Okay.
the V, do you have the legs at 90 degrees when you do the V? Or
Listen, you know what it is? I look
Well,
at
no,
it.
no.
As long as it's not
what I'm
cockeyed.
talking
As
about.
long as one leg is not up in the air and one leg is down here.
No. Listen to
he's
me.
talking
Listen
about
to me. Right?
directionality.
All right, what, Grouch?
It is very directional, and so you want to make sure that you are pointed in an orientation because it's going to go broadside to your V. It's very directional. Like, I mean, you can put it up and you can hear nothing. You can set it up again in a 20 to 30 degree difference, and the whole world comes alive.
So maybe
It is
I got
directional.
lucky. So maybe I got lucky. However I did it, the world came alive. And I've done it 5 or 6 times.
Yeah, I always have a compass in my POTA bag because it does make a difference, the orientation.
I'm going to remember that. Thank you. I will remember
You
that.
know where else you can get a compass?
in one of your
In your
prison pocket?
paper logging in your paper logging. That's a shit.
All I know is the Reliance antenna lets out the bald eagles.
Comes with a compass.
It lets out the eagles because it's American made.
the national antenna of the Northeast.
Yes.
I like that.
So does a dipole what? A dipole is directional? Is that what you're trying to say?
They're all antennas
A
are
little.
directional.
No, vertical.
Yes.
Are all directional,
mother.
aren't they?
You can make an you can make a vertical directional.
Yeah, depending on your radial field.
Yep.
You can make a
Got it.
dummy load directional if you really wanted to try. Prove me wrong.
Well, Eric, how's your ham radio month been?
Oh, God bless America. Oh, where'd he go?
He didn't want to answer.
I'll be able to put some clothes on.
Dude, what person has the controls? Take them away.
Me.
It's doing good. Like I said, I've been plugging away at the 5.2 stuff. It's been awesome. I have to say, I have never had such a more like resounding, like, you know, kind of like community effort. Everyone's just like, oh, this is so awesome. And it's always, you know, fun to be able to just kind of randomly go out. Like, it's kind of weird because like people in 5.2, like when they turn their radios on or they scan, they expect people to like do skeds. And it's like, everybody asks me like when I'm doing this, do I do it at a certain time? I'm like, no, dude. If I do it at a certain time, what fun is that? Like
Exactly.
why would I spend the time like every time 2:00 I'm going to be doing
Yeah,
this?
yeah, but isn't that like part of the like preparedness thing? Like, don't they do that in the beginning of The Walking Dead, where Rick is like, okay, I'm gonna listen to my radio on this frequency at sunset and sunrise every day for 10 minutes or whatever it was to try to make contact with like that other guy, right? Like in case you need me or I need you, like. Isn't that what you're
Is that from I Am Legend, where he was listening to the broadcast and it was like at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. or whatever the fuck it was?
No,
I will be here broadcasting.
No, so they might have did that in I Am Legend also, but I remember it from The Walking Dead in like the first season when Rick meets up with the black guy with his son, and I can't remember his name because I haven't watched the first season of The Walking Dead for a real long time. But, I think they say something like, listen to your radio on this frequency at these times every day for 10 minutes. And, if I need you, then I'll call you then or whatever. And, so I think like that kind of makes sense to do it at the same time every day so that people can expect you or know when to listen or whatever.
You lost
Yeah,
me a long
that's
time
something
ago.
like, isn't it the wilderness protocol?
That's what I'm saying. I thought that was like part
where
of the
there's
protocol.
like fixed times and frequencies.
The top of the hour, you listen for 3 minutes and you go until it's also battery saving. You go to 10 minutes after, and then you wait for the next hour, and you can be on the hour, half hour, etc. It all depends on which protocol you're following. But
Is there a soaking
there's
protocol?
I don't know, but
All right, guys, to challenge you, Ape just said the inverted V is more omnidirectional.
Yep.
yes, it is.
Well, I'll say this. Listen, Ape's a smart guy, okay? And maybe on paper it shows up as being omnidirectional, but I will tell you, my experience in the field, changing the orientation by 45 to 90 degrees makes a world of difference.
Yeah.
So omnidirectional might work on paper, but in the field it can be directional.
There are rumors that Chuck Norris gets his configurations from Ape. I'm just saying.
Wow.
Okay, well,
No, Ape.
Here's the thing I love about antennas. You can look at antennas on paper and you can look at antenna modeling and you can go, oh, this antenna is going to perform this way. And when you get out in the field, it's a completely different freaking animal.
You're absolutely right.
You just need to go out and fucking play with it.
Right.
Like,
You're
fuck your
absolutely
book smarts. Your book smarts only go so far. Like,
As
in
well-
the field is where it matters.
And Grouch, propagation at 10 o'clock in the morning versus 2 o'clock in the afternoon versus could have also impacts on how your antenna plays.
Yeah.
too.
Yep.
So, and the band you're on and listen, it's a lot. The point is what?
Yeah.
Have fun. Have fun and experiment.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
the thing I would add that complicates it is when you're dealing with a multi-band antenna, like an NFET half wave, you're gonna get different radiation patterns on different bands. So if you're using it on the primary band, like 40 meters, if it's a 40 meter NFET, you're going to get a radiation pattern that's one thing, but versus once you start getting on beyond 20 and onto 10 or 15, you're going to get a lot of different lobes, and so it's going to get out much differently, not just based on how you configure it, but based on the bands too. And it'd be the same way too if you're doing like a random wire as well. You're going to get different radiation patterns for different bands if it's a multi-banded thing. So
Oh,
Eric,
back
did
to
we
me.
do you? Did you get? Did we get a
No.
chance to?
No.
Go ahead, Eric.
Go.
Long story short, 5.2 has been a blast. I've been having some fun with it. There's been a lot of great conversation and
Just been soaking it all up.
Yeah. Sorry. Yes. And with that, I actually finally had my one day that I did not actually make a contact whatsoever. My radio was plugged in, the antenna was connected. But all in all, we recovered pretty quickly, and so I've been having fun with it. So outside of that, haven't had a chance to get my Tookus out the door to go do a POTA. So my apologies for all those that are expecting me to be on the air when I say I'm going to be. But long story short, outside of that, not much else. So, enough about me. We're going to go to, Tortoise
Izzo.
here. He decided.
Don, what's your month been like?
Did a twofer, not twofer. I did 2 parks yesterday. I call it the lazy man. I didn't feel like putting up a wire. I just used the ATAS and I just slapped it on top of the roof of the truck. And I had fun on all the bands, and 10 was 10. Nobody was doing anything on 10 yesterday, so I pretty much sat on 20 and 17, I think, but a lot of 20. Worked Scotland. I like working DX, and that was a park to park. That was fun. I really.
Oh, you got a park to park with Scotland?
Yeah.
Nice.
That was cool.
So are you no longer Eeyore? Are you a happy guy now that you
I left
played a
a
little
message.
POTA?
I left a message. Yes, I left. I called a
It was
friend.
a little bit more upbeat, I have to say.
Hi, it's Don. I'm in the bathroom again.
Actually, when
It snowed.
actually when I called, you know how at work timing is everything, because they were calling me on a different radio, so I had to quickly hang up. So it was kind of a priority stuff. I had to quickly just dump you guys, but no, man, everything, all the snow melted in the backyard finally. Matter of fact, it just started raining out. I could hear the rain hitting the tarp. But just want to kind of think of what do I want to do this year, if I want to do something different this year with POTA, or how I do my POTA. Like Thursday, I went to a park that I haven't been to. I mean, I have a kilo in it, but I haven't been there in 3 or 4 years.
Oh, wow.
So it was just kind of nice just to go back and just say, hey, I'm here.
Is that park close to you, though? Or
Oh, yeah, 5 minutes away.
Okay.
Yeah. 5 minutes away. The other park was 5 minutes away. So, I didn't push it hard. I just started chasing everybody. That's the fun part about it. Just starting to chase everybody. Next thing you know, you got 12, 15 in the log, and now you could really do whatever you want to do. So, but that's me. I'm just, in this transitional stage here as we come into meteorological. Is that the right word? No, I'm saying.
Is it raining where you're at, Izzo?
I was just
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah,
say,
I hear rain.
somebody's
It's
scream
rain.
because I hear
It's coming
rain
off
right
the
now.
tent, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, there's a tarp over the tent. Let me.
Okay. All right. This is like,
Oh, no
I-
problem.
No, I can mute. I think I can mute my
No,
my
you're good.
mic.
You're good.
mute the rain.
It's very,
Yes, there is a rain button. There's a mute rain button on
It's
there.
very relaxing. It's very relaxing. I can soak while I'm doing and listening to what you're talking about.
I feel like I need to go get that, dust off the Pure Mood CD from the 90s. And
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, it's like I put on a white noise ambient thing on Amazon Music. Like,
I know.
rain,
Get a little Enya going.
yes.
Yeah, exactly.
So, our local Goodwill, I
Let
found
me
2
crack up my
lava.
pan flute. Hold on a sec.
Yeah, I found 2 lava lights.
Oh
And I was gonna prop them up so they would be in the background, and now they don't work. I don't know.
Oh,
They worked
jeez.
in the store. They worked in the
What do you
store.
mean?
So
You have to leave them on for like hours before they heat up enough, especially if they're cold.
no, it was a battery operated lava light.
Well, that was your
Probably
first
wasn't.
problem.
Well, then it's not a real
Battery
lava lamp.
operated?
Listen, I have a lava lamp that I got from Spencer Gifts way back
Yeah.
in, I don't know, the year
Back in the day,
2000
yes.
something.
1972.
That
Yeah.
that
Warning.
was like my second job ever was working at Spencer Gifts when I was like 16 years old,
Oh,
and
God.
that was one of the things that I bought with my employee discount was the lava lamp. You could pick your base, you could pick your globe. I still have it.
Yes.
It's on my dresser back there.
Spencer's was in so many malls. Remember that?
I
There were
love
malls,
Spencer's.
and you can find anything that you needed. Go to Spencer's.
What
Besides-
were you looking
besides
for,
the
Izzo?
adult store.
Not anything you needed. Anything you didn't need, you go to Spencer's. is why
Yeah,
I go to
but
Spencer's.
minus the adult store, it was the greatest place to buy stuff for gag gifts, bachelor
Yeah.
parties, whatever.
Come on.
Bar mitzvahs.
Izzo, we know you had the
Thanksgiving.
poster over your bed of Sheena, the Princess Warrior. In
No,
like,
you
her
know what I
skating
had?
plaid, like,
No,
forget that.
I had the
Temporary
keep.
Mayor
I had the velour. Was it velour? Keep on trucking.
He had a Velvis.
No, I never had no Elvis. I never.
No, you had
no
a
Elvis.
Velvis. You had an
No,
Elvis on velvet.
No, I had the keep on trucking guy. Yeah, with the big foot coming down. If you know, you know.
Yep.
Keep on trucking.
That's funny.
Yeah. What about you, Tortoise? What's
Life's
your
a
month
garden,
been like?
dig it.
What? What'd you say, Paul?
I said, life's a garden, dig it.
Right.
oh,
And to acknowledge Mike, thank you, sir. Not much this week, dude. I've been on this extended vacation, which has been awesome. But I have to go to work on Monday, first day, and dude, I have been doing nothing but sleeping in, getting online, doing Rabbit and I's show, which the same thing happened to us. So yeah, it's a YouTube problem. It's not my problem. So
Now, when
But-
are you going to do this? The Tortoise and Rabbit weekly now?
we're gonna try to.
Okay, and which day are you going to do it on? Because I think you did it different this week than last week.
Yeah, we did because we did it on Monday and we banged against Nuggets. So
you banged your Nuggets? What?
yes, banged my Nuggets. Jeem and
Did you
Tio.
sit on them? Like, how,
Oh, that hurts. Don't say that.
I think we
Ow.
talked about that on a previous episode.
Yeah, we did. You got to watch
Go
those
back to
park
the
benches, boy. Anyways, but yeah, it's kind of hard to find a time that we're not banging up against somebody. So
Really?
I mean, I'm literally going to
That's
start
what he
writing
said.
down the schedules. Shut up, Shannon. We're just gonna like sit down. I'm gonna sit down and start doing the schedule. We got to come up with a time, and then this young man here, that way at the end there, he said, "I thought we were supposed to start at 7." I'm like, "No, dude, or 8." I said, "No, dude, we were supposed to start at 7." He goes, "No, but we said 8." I said, "No, you said 8. I said 7." So yeah,
KSA, JD, we've already answered that. It's always the hare before the tortoise. It's just the
yes. It depends on who stumbles across the finish line. But Paul did an awesome song for us. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate it.
You are very welcome.
I
I just, I want the royalties. That's all.
I was gonna say right.
shit.
So there you go.
You got royalties anyways. You published it on your channel, so I don't want to hear nothing about that.
Okay.
Well, so here's the reason why I do that, because I put in the description of all my videos, right, that the music is mine, and so if anybody uses it, right, it's free to use, but you got to tag me.
Right.
So
Okay.
So that helps. So I mean, I sat 2 hours trying to build a story to go picture-wise with it, and I think I did all right. I don't know.
It turned out great.
Did it turn out good? Thank you.
Yeah.
At least I have somebody to say that it
I
was
thought
good.
you did a great job, but you should have not put Eric in it.
Thanks.
Ow. Damn.
It's the tortoise and hare, not the tortoise and hare and N1JUR.
Well, I mean, I put
He's just
it was
jealous.
just to build a story. I put Mike in there. he still hasn't responded to my message. Hey, can I borrow this picture? So I guess beg for forgiveness, ask for permission.
Exactly, Brickerhouse. Poor Eric is right.
Yeah. Poor Eric.
I've given Todd enough shit. I got to give Eric some shit too.
No, you.
What I want to do is I want to get his little dude holding the sign, and I want to change the sign.
Why do you want a picture of this little dude?
No, not that one.
Not that one. God bless. All right, who did we miss? Shannon? No, we got Shannon, right?
No, we got to go to Todd. Todd's
we
in the
gotta go with
house.
Todd's quiet.
Yeah.
We're
So
in for it.
He's a church mouse.
5-2 first week was awesome. Second week, no one's out there for me. I hear that.
It's raining again. Don't put me to sleep.
So that's all that's all my ham radio I've done. It's been kind of quiet. Been on the repeater a little bit. No, I haven't taken my test yet. I bet you Shannon's son. What's the over under that Shannon's son gets his extra before me? That's what I was thinking.
100% he does.
20-1 odds, maybe.
And he'll test all 3 tests and pass all 3.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'd say 49-1.
Oh,
49-1.
64.
That's funny.
Oh boy.
One.
Wow.
I'll take all the bets and then I'll pass it. And you guys will be broke.
Am radio antenna.
When Grouch and I did the POTA, and we used the Reliance, and it was the 56-1 that we used.
56.
And I think when he was going to go walk across the log before he busted his ankle, he's like, what are the odds? And I'm like, 56-1. And boom. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We know how that ended.
Yeah. So we have somebody new joining us for the first time.
Please
Rabbit.
say your name, call
Rabbit.
sign for the
Yes.
record.
Yes. Name, social
we've
security number,
expanded.
date of birth, mother's maiden name.
Listen, have you
We've
guys
expanded
ever been...
the New England area
Yeah.
to include Pennsylvania.
No,
it's
that's
the
not Pennsylvania,
Northeast area,
Maryland.
dude.
This is
We're
North-
encompassing
Northeast.
Mid-Atlantic.
not
Northeast.
New England. Okay, so and if we include, isn't Matt N3VAN from Pennsylvania or New York or something?
Yes.
So we have
Yeah,
to
he's
include
PA.
Rabbit.
I'm
But I was
Maryland.
going to say, listen, have you guys
See,
ever been to
Maryland's
Rocky
in
Horror
there.
Picture-
It's a small little
Listen.
state over here. It's perfectly fine.
I don't include Maryland. Okay, Maryland is a part of the South. What are you guys talking
Hey,
about?
whoa.
Maryland is not part of the
Well,
South.
the Mason
South. Where are
Dixon.
you from, girlfriend? You live people. All the same.
Wow.
I'll go activate the Mason Dixon for you so you know where it's at.
But listen, okay, have you guys ever been to Rocky Horror Picture Show at midnight when they have like special things for virgins, right? Their first
Yes.
time going to see the show. Izzo knows what I'm talking about. Thank you, Izzo. Who knew that Izzo was
Izzo's
the
a virgin?
freak here?
So the
Okay?
second time I went to Rocky Horror Picture Show, I remember I brought a piece of plastic with me to cover me. I brought toast and rice, and if you know, you know.
Wow, Izzo, I gotta make a heart with you right now, Izzo.
He's busy holding a cigar. Stay on target. Stay on target.
Oh, it's easier to make a V.
So if Rabbit is like the Northeast Ham Radio Virgin, like what is our induction ceremony include?
Probably soaking.
I think we should adopt the same one Grouch does. After
Lots
they
of
get
soaking.
Another jump here. I'm drinking from an empty glass, so I'm good. The skydiving naked, that's an option. We could always go that route.
Naked skydiving?
No, skydiving naked is jump number 100, and that is all.
Right. So to join this club, they have to do a POTA naked. There we go.
Blah,
Not
blah,
that
blah,
any
blah,
of us have
blah,
done
blah, blah,
that.
blah, blah.
Rabbit, you will be the first one to be inducted in this one.
Well, all right. We have three
Fair enough.
questions. We have 3 questions for Rabbit. These will be the induction questions. This will be familiar with some of these. All right. So, first question: which state in the Northeast has the best maple syrup?
Answer
Canada.
right.
Duh.
Vermont.
State.
Vermont.
New Hampshire.
Depending on who you ask, Canada's part of the states.
He's right.
Canada's a
Hampshire.
Providence.
That's only Alberta.
Okay. All right. Next question. A1.
No, pass.
You sank my battleship.
Okay. Chowder, red or white?
White.
Dude, don't answer the
Gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
You don't like
All right.
powder, Couch?
No, the red chowder.
The red chowder is
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah, no.
Gross.
just
No, all
regular.
chowder is gross.
Wow. And
Well,
the
if you
French
had to
dip,
have
I
one, it
love
would be white, right,
seafood.
Gross?
And what is the Maryland state seasoning?
Old Bay or J.O.
Bay.
depending on where you're from.
This is true. Old Bay. Okay.
J.O. is the real seasoning, but nobody knows about that.
I don't know.
Rabbit,
can we all converse?
barbecue. Wait, barbecue chips? Yes or no?
Of course.
Pass.
This is not the Ham Radio
Crab
Clubhouse.
He said pass. He said pass on the barbecue chips. I like this guy already.
Crab chips.
Crab chips, really?
Barbecue
chips are good.
sauce in general is fucking gross.
Crab chips. And so if you want some, I'll send them your way.
Bring them.
I like crab cakes. I like stuffies too,
What-
but they don't
what
have
is-
stuffies in Maryland.
What does Grouch like to eat? He doesn't like chowder. He
Steak
doesn't like barbecue.
and potatoes.
There you go.
Whiskey.
And
Right
whiskey.
next
I don't
Battlefield.
think we can. I don't think we can answer that question live.
Good
on
scotch.
stream.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I wasn't gonna go
Well,
there.
I mean,
thinking
yes,
food,
I mean,
but
in all
whatever.
fairness, I am partial to tacos.
I bet you are. Man, I'm dropping audience members. Why? Sorry, people. I appreciate it.
Everybody lost monetization.
No, they're going over to get the free deals over at or the cheap deals over at H2 Ham Radio
Hams.
2.0.
It ain't
Grouch
starting
only
for a
hands?
few minutes. People can open up 2 browsers.
Wait, Grouch has an only hams?
He is.
No, I recently learned that was like $12,000 to sign up for. So
I'm still
Oh,
waiting
yeah,
on
you-
my Christmas card.
Yeah, still waiting for the Christmas card.
All right, listen.
So how was my month?
Hey, Mike, how was your month, dude?
Mike, are
Yes.
you on the rag this month?
No, I am not.
Emotional damage. Thing out of the way. I'm a sad ham. I said it.
No, but most of my month has kind of been, devoted to this whole 5-2 thing. But I'm going to say, because not a lot of people know the story, the genesis of this. And so, and since Izzo's here, I got to give him his flowers while he can still smell them. I got this idea back in the fall, and I was like, oh, you know what? It'd be neat to kind of challenge people to call out on 5-2 for 52 days, just, playing off the 52-5-2 thing. And I sat on it, and I just overthought it, like all of us hams do. We overthink things. We overthink antennas. We overthink mobile installs. We overthink everything when we know damn well, as soon as we do it, we're going to think of a better way to do it in the near future.
I literally
And-
have a sticker on my skydiving helmet that says, "Hang on, let me overthink this."
Yeah, I love that. So I overthought it for months. I'm thinking like maybe I do it by myself, and then I quietly, and just like like a stealth launch, and then after I do it, then I like, okay, I just did this. Now I challenge all of you to, and then I don't know. I kind of what prompted me to do. Oh, I know what it was. It was the fact that May 2nd, 5-2 was coming up in like 2 months. And I was like, it'd be cool to do this challenge before, try to get people to do it before 5-2, right? Al Gore invented it, yeah. I just placed an order last night too, James. I ordered some stuff, but anyway, back to the 5-2 thing. So I kind of was like, you know what? And sometimes, to kick us in the ass, we need deadlines, whether they're artificial or they're real. And, knowing that, well, geez, March and April, there's just, a few extra days than is needed to do this 52 days. Let me maybe do this. And I reached out to Don. I sent Izzo a message. He's the first one to know about it. And I was like, hey, I'm thinking about doing something. I don't know if I'm going to do it yet, but you got do you have an opening on Clubhouse so I can maybe come on and kind of help roll this thing out? And, those guys say, once you're in, you got the keys anytime. And I reached out, and that's like the first time I've ever said, hey, can I hop
I'm
on?
coming in.
Yep. And he was like, I love the idea, do it. And, he kind of was the one that pushed me over that fence. Sometimes we just need that little push. And that was from Izzo. And holy shit. Like, the fact that this has caught on like it has, it blows my mind. Eric's out there doing this every day for 10 minutes and putting up videos. And he's not the only YouTuber. Other YouTubers are putting it out there. Others are doing it in social media. I know people are doing it, not just in New Hampshire, but they're doing it down in Alabama. They're doing it out in Wisconsin. They're doing it all over. And then, you got to comment on your video today. Like, one of the people that was participating in the challenge was the first contact for a new technician,
That
and
was awesome.
and it's like, yes, this is why we are doing this, and it took off on QRZ. It was on Amateur Radio Newsline and some other things, and it's just great. I wasn't expecting it to kind of take off like this. And I wasn't expecting last year when I did the thing with the 6 meter FM day, the 525-25. But no, that this is great because, at the end of the day, like, I say it all the time, but, leave no band behind, because if we don't use it, we can lose it. And it's happened before. And I think there's something special about these FM simplex contacts, because a lot of the time that we're doing FM simplex, we're just on an HT or we're in the car, right? And you're not expecting anything. And I've called Eric out on this before. Like, you watch his videos, when he gets one, like, you can see like that smile and that smirk.
Sorry.
And all of us get that when we call out on 5.2, you're not expecting anything right away. And when you get that person coming back, like when I was out for a walk with an HT last week, and I got a college student at RIT that came back to me. Now, RIT is just a few miles away, same town, but holy cow, and he had a 1 call, which threw me for a loop at first. I was like, KC1, what? But no, that's kind of what makes this fun is, and that's a neat thing about simplex, especially, VHF, FM simplex is like, there's this unexpected element to it. You're not always expecting people to be there, because we hear all the horror stories about it's dead. 2 meters is dead, or no one's on 5.2 or anything. And that's what I would like to change. I'd like to make it so that it's what I experienced a week or so ago. I went out to the car, started the car up, and there was already people rag chewing on 5.2. I was like, holy, this is awesome. Like, and it's only been like that one day this month, but still, like, that made my day, getting in the car to head into work, and people are already talking and having a simplex QSO on 5.2. Like, that's awesome. So a lot of my month has kind of been devoted to this. I've done a lot of shorts that were unplanned, just because I want to share kind of my experience, some of the good, the bad, some of the tips with this and stuff. But like, I'm just very humbled by how many people, in the chat and on YouTube, and just, my local ham fam and everything have kind of taken to this and are doing it. So awesome. And so thank you, Izzo, too, for being the little nudge to get me off the fence.
At least he didn't push off a cliff.
No, the thing is, Mike,
Humpty Dumpty him.
If it was this summer or the summer before, but I was leaving Canterbury Lake Park. I think it was a Friday night, because we were there to watch the fireworks. So it was late. It was, probably like 10:30 at night, something like that. I got in the car and I turned on the radio onto 5.2, and there were people having like full on conversations on there. So that's in like Salem, New Hampshire, right? So,
Okay.
People are out there. You just gotta, make some noise. Be the activity you want to hear.
A lot of us listen.
Oh, God.
And we have the B band on 5.2 or whatever, but you got to call out, because we can all listen to nothing, But what fun is that? Like, make some noise, like you said.
Funny you said that, because like I had one conversation with the ham while I was on the radio on a separate occasion that I didn't record, and it was the same similar thing. Oh, I have the scanner on all the time. It's listening to 5.2 and all of my other repeaters that I listen to, but I never hear anything. And I'm like, dude, because you're scanning. You're literally like, you go over 5.2, you miss the conversation that someone maybe threw out, like a CQ or something like that. I'm like, put it on 5.2 and just let it sit there. And so I've actually gotten a few hams that have been like, yeah, I've got a dedicated radio now, and it's sitting on 5.2 all the time, and I hear you.
That's awesome.
That's what I did as soon as.
All right, so listen, I don't want to toot my own horn like Eric and Shannon. I want to give Mike some props, okay? Because Mike, let me tell you that on my drive, there was more than once that just because I was calling CQ on 5.2 for you, that it sparked conversations and people as I was leaving the reception area. There was other people chiming in and starting conversations. So, dude, what you're doing is fantastic, because we all need to just make some goddamn noise on 5.2, because there's so many people listening that once they hear some noise, then they start chiming in, and next thing you know, multiple conversations have started because of what you're doing.
Yep. And a lot of noise. Like,
I'm just soaking it all in.
I did I got on and I heard two guys talking on 5.2. I could only hear one, but obviously he was talking to someone. So I just threw my call sign out there, and the stronger, he came back to me and he asked if I could hear, and I said no, but I was able to talk to the guy I couldn't hear through him by the relay, which is kind of like what ham radio is kind of could be used for. And like people forget, when they just get on the repeaters and everyone's on it. So it was pretty cool. And I've been spreading the word, and everyone, like you said, is shot like that. They're listening and they're like, "Oh, it's great to hear someone on 5.2." I'm like, I'm on it every day.
There's one of the things I've said. I touched on the fact that you might be the first QSO for a new technician, right? And that's a fact. It's already happened. I've gotten an email from somebody about this. Eric got a comment on his last video. To the same, like, that is going to happen, right? But whether you're a technician or you're an extra, you're going to learn a little bit more about propagation or what your station can do. I look at my commute totally different now, because having simplex QSOs in the car on the way to and from work, like as I'm going up and down the hills and on the highway, like I know where I can get out better and where I can't. And I was leaving Walmart over the weekend. So that kid at RIT that I had the QSO with, when I'm walking around with my HT, he was talking about, I'm thinking about going out for a POTA later. And sure enough, my son and I leave Walmart. We get in the car. I turn the car on. He's talking to somebody from the park on 5.2 at the end of his activation. And I'm on my way. I'm waiting for a break to get in there. And instead of driving home, I drove like up on a hill where I knew from my past experience I could get, out much better. And, I got in the log right before he went QRT and stuff. But you're going to learn about your station. And maybe some people are going to think like, oh, geez, the having the bow fang and the mag mount in the car just isn't cutting it. I want to go for like a full-fledged, 50-watt mobile install. Or maybe they're going to think about like, oh, geez, I should probably put a better antenna up at my QTH or something. And maybe I'm going to, try to get like a J-pole up higher or something. There's something to be learned, from this exercise for everybody, regardless of your experience level or your license.
Well, Mike, I can tell you that I had a contact that I was making a couple times. I think I did 2 in a row, 2 different days, but the guy was about 2 towns away from where I work. And then I picked him up in my town, and he was actually clearer in my town, which is now 4 towns away. All right. So I'm farther away. There's more, but he had said, he goes, there's a, for where his QTH is and where my town is, there's like this direct ridge, and the stuff gets in the way where the town I'm working in. So it's kind of cool to see that I was farther away, hearing him much better than I was when I was closer to him, just because. And he said, he goes, yeah, I've heard that before, that there's some kind of a direct, valley or something that we can. He gets our town better than he does the town closer to him. So that was kind of cool too.
One ping and only one ping, sir.
One ping, one ping only, Mr. Pacelli.
Yeah. So,
Todd's right. Like, it's crazy, like how, like, I'm excited to have the same people I contact day after day over and over again, because it's like, hey, we're just building this like conversation, which then just gets more people super excited about the whole process. So, I mean, I love doing it. I find it's crazy how people are like,
I worked Eric.
Yeah, I know, right?
Did you put me on the video? Of course not.
No, I did. If you actually paid attention, you were on the video.
Oh, I am?
Yeah, so don't give me
Obviously, he didn't pay attention.
No,
he didn't. He didn't want that.
Go back, team replay, like, subscribe, comment.
Yeah, I don't have time to
Ring
look
the
at
bell.
Discord, let alone.
Yeah, watching my video. Appreciate it. Thanks for the subscription.
I get all the alerts, so I know he's always posting something. And the Grouches.
Good stuff. And it's honestly, I think Eric's discovered, like, there's like a content gold mine for creators with this. Like, he's been putting out videos every day, and he's not alone. There's a lot of others that have been putting out videos like weekly or periodically. Tio, you've done a bunch of them and stuff. And
I've done a few.
I've been doing like a bunch of shorts, like randomly, where it's just like, oh geez, here's a tip, or here's what I experienced. And there's a lot you can do with it from a creator standpoint.
Every time we see you, Mike, you're in a shirt and tie and a jacket and looking all proper. And, I was wondering if you were going to spread the word of the Lord Jesus Christ.
And now I'm wearing my Woo Wear hoodie.
Woo Wear?
Why do you think where the bow tie came from? The POTA bow tie. I'm sure it was derived from Mike.
Yes. That is funny.
No, good stuff. Well, I appreciate everyone for participating in it that's doing it. Whether you're in the chat or on the stream now, or you catch it on Team Replay. The more activity we get, the better. And I'm sure there's going to be, I haven't used this term yet, but I'll use it now. Like, there's going to probably be some 5-2 fatigue kicking in later on, like where people are like, oh my gosh, I'm still doing this, right?
Yeah.
But
52 days is a lot, but
it is. But they're doing. I didn't know about it until people pointed out. Like, they're the 145 alive or whatever they're doing in the UK. They're doing that for 50 days because it's like 145.50, and they're doing it for 50 days. So we can do it for 52. We can get those extra 2 days in.
Oh yeah,
I know, right? Exactly.
So when are you doing 446?
You can do any of them, dude. You don't have to just do.
No,
Make 1.25 meters great again.
Yeah. No. Well, one of the
fun gear.
70 days for 70 centimeters.
Yeah. One of the things that somebody commented on QRZ, and I got some feedback on it. I've seen this recently too down in Georgia. But somebody in New York City mentioned it down in Brooklyn or so, that they were trying to coordinate periodically like a simplex Saturday, where they were trying to do FM simplex on 10, 6, 2, 1, 125. 70 centimeters and stuff just on Saturdays for a couple hours or something, and encourage that activity. I've seen some folks down in Georgia doing, or not Georgia, I think it's Tennessee, doing a simplex Saturday thing too. But
we have a simplex net on Tuesdays in the DMV.
Yeah, and we have simplex nets in my hometown for 2 and 6, but they're sideband. And sideband on VHF is there's not a lot of gear that does it. You can get a 705 like I have, or a 9700
Alpha.
But yep, and that's another good one. But there aren't not as many radios do it. 6 meters, yes, but not 2. And I think the FM stuff, especially like, again, new technicians, new hams, we all have mobiles that'll do 2 meter FM.
Hey, Mike, can I throw something in there?
Yeah.
ICOM 706s. If you have any older 706 Mark IIs or Mark II Gs, there you go. So if you see them at these ham fests, and if you can get them for a great deal and they're working, pick them
Yep.
up. It's a great
7,000s
radio.
too.
Exactly, 7. You're absolutely right. So don't forget about those radios.
Yeah.
Anybody have to pee?
No,
I'm gonna have to in a minute. Like this is
Hey, Mike.
not helping.
There you go.
Oh,
7,000.
nice.
Brand new in the
7,000.
box, one owner, $800. But I've seen them cheaper.
I'll give you everything in my
Hey,
pocket.
look, Reliance antenna.
nice.
Look at that.
Nice.
Acoustic.
Yeah. But I would like to get started some sort of a simplex net on whether it's on 2 meters or 223.5 locally. I think that would be fun, an FM simplex net on 2 or 125.
Well, Mike,
446.
we got a
Yeah, I mean we could do 446. Like it's more suburban where I am, and 446 has its advantages in the city and
listening,
everything.
George.
But yeah.
But so funny you say that because, like, I mean, I think we said earlier, or it was Rabbit that said it earlier that he was doing the simplex net after his regular net, and it's like one of those things that, like, if you encourage it more, it happens. But if you don't mention anything, people just fluff over it. And so we're kind of doing that with, like, we have a daily net with our club all the time that's been going since COVID, and the bottom line is that every once in a while, like, people will be like, hey, I want to do a 5.2, you know, let's see if we can talk how far we can reach kind of thing after the net. And it's been awesome to hear because, you know, they're just stretching their muscles to, you know, learn how to be able to, you know, work radio better. So it's really cool.
Yeah, I've seen a couple YouTube videos which are about 2 meter simplex nets, and there's some different ways to do them. And I think one of the cool ways I've seen it done is, you know, you kind of have your initial net control, and then you have your check-ins, and so you got folks coming in and they're checking in, and then you have those that check in, then you have them call out, and then see who they can get, who maybe the net control can't get. So you're seeing who can hear each other, and you're what you're trying to do is branch out. And I when I first saw that, I'm like, oh, that's a really neat concept to kind of see what you can do. Because and Todd talked about the importance of relays and stuff like that, and it's perfect. I think it's a really good exercise for a number of reasons. Like, not only can you see what your station can do, but it can help with relay and traffic, and everyone learns about propagation in the process.
So they do that in HF. They do that in HF with a main net control, and then they have people that they can talk to, and then those people reach out and ask for check-ins, and it goes all the way around. Yeah, exactly.
40 meters, you'll hear that a lot with the E-car guys.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's how the Ole Miss net works.
Okay.
I think that's how most HF nets work.
Yeah,
is that they
I think
tend
so.
to have relays.
Or at least a couple different net controls in different parts of the country or something where, yeah.
Yep, they switch. You know, if it's a real long net like the YL Systems net or whatever, they switch to a different net control at different times.
But I ultimately I like to get, for me, something locally I think would be fun on 5.2 or on 125. To FM simplex like once a month, just to get people active, chatting, talk about gear and stuff, but also kind of see what you can do and encourage activity, and then give that opportunity to techs as well to participate in some simplex nets and kind of learn their station, build their confidence and all that. So
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, CARA, Cape Ann Amateur Radio Association, has a net every Thursday that they call the fish net. And they switch off between 1 week it'll be 6 meter simplex, and then the next week it'll be 2 meter simplex. I don't get on it only because I don't really have the right antennas for it. But I do have a 2 meter rig that does SSB. I have a Kenwood TM255, and obviously I have my FTDX10 that can do 6 meters. And I have a 6-meter homebrew hex beam that someone made. It was actually made by NQ1W, the Kara president. He like 3D printed the pieces, and he used electric fence posts to make like the little frame, and then you kind of put the wire around it. It needs to be like fine tuned a little bit. And I need a painter's pole to mount it on. So there is a potential there that I could mount that and play around with 6-meter sideband. I don't know if it would work on FM or not. It might. It just might not be that.
Probably would.
You know, it just might not be that efficient or whatever. But so they usually, what they do is they start out on one frequency on sideband, and then they'll switch to, you know, like FM, or you know, they'll try a little bit different modes. So you know, that is good. They're, you know, doing some work to see, because of course, like, let's just say in an emergency situation, right? If the repeaters don't have backup power, then we might not be able to rely on the repeaters. So we might only be relying on, you know, simplex contacts if there was an emergency situation.
We used to teach our members, if the repeater goes down, call on the output.
Yep.
This way here, everyone could still hear you and everything. And yeah.
So we've got a repeater here in Rehoboth. It's a W1 SMH repeater, and 147.195. I just pulled that out of my butt. But we have a local frequency that we play on. It's 147.525, and it sounds better direct than it does through the stupid repeater, and the repeater's like less than 2 miles from my house. So I'm like, we just need to stay on the simplex and let the people who want to get in play on the repeater. But to Shannon's point, I think on Bruin Activate this morning, I threw a comment in and Eric brought it up. We are low key training ourselves for when the shit hits the fan. You know, I mean, that's what POTA is, you know. I mean, we could go any place and set up and be ready and hot and running in a matter of minutes.
You know, I've said that before because, you know, I've listened to some Aries nets, and that's, you know, they do their monthly training or whatever, and some of it's not very good. But then you listen to POTA activators, and they're used to pile-ups, pulling out call signs, being able to do it. And it gets you to be a better operator.
It does. It mentally does.
And you don't have to be a DX, you know, competition, you know, going nuts. You can just, I mean, you get the same kind of pile-ups on a POTA activation that you might get if you're doing a contest or whatever.
You know, Todd, same thing down here. I used to hear the guys talk about what they have. I got a backup car battery. Oh, yeah, that backup car battery on FM is going to last you how long? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But a lot of them, they don't know how to operate. Like, they're all about the thing, and they're terrible at it.
Well, you know something, too? They also forget. Turn down your power. This is why, one of the reasons why I love Kevin, K0KLB, and the QRP, you know, sideband on Sunday nights. But it's not just for HF. On FM, use the lowest minimal power. There's a reason for that. You know, there's a secret reason. If you get it, if you know, you know. And this way here, so regardless of whether you're running what type of battery, but we all know back in the day, car batteries were the worst. But we all had them. We still used them. Yeah. You know, but for FM, they're horrible. But still, it would increase your endurance a little bit longer. But we've gotten smarter now, better batteries, different batteries. We're playing POTA, like you said, Todd, and we're doing different things. And I think that is the key. So I saw somebody in the chat was talking about a very simple 2-meter antenna. I've seen it in the ARRL manuals. I've seen it in so many 19-inch a piece of metal with an SO239. Take 3 or 4, come
That's
off
what she
the
said.
Yes, off the SO239 base mount there, and just again 19 inches, and that is the most simple. If not, Get yourself an Ed Fong,
Ed Fong.
a J Paul.
You
Ed Fong,
don't
J
even
Paul.
need to do that, Don. I made
Yeah,
a
that's
2 meter
actually what I
17
have.
millimeter.
That's what I have for my antenna is the Ed Fong J pole and PVC.
Okay.
I've got both of
I
them.
made one out of PVC pipe and aluminum tape. That's it. That's my
Yeah.
base station antenna.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean that's the great thing about
Peel back
the
coax,
higher bands, right?
take it
Is
right
that
there.
the antennas are so small and they're pretty easy to make and compact, so you can really fit them anywhere.
I don't want to get on an Aries rate, but again, our small states here in the Northeast, this stuff of we're going to do it on 75 meters 80 is ridiculous, and I have proved it. I have proved it in Connecticut with 2 to 3 sideband stations. We can cover the state of Connecticut based upon our various terrain. We've proved it on 6 meters, but nobody wants to do it, and it started. A lot of this stuff started on 6 meter AM and 10 meter AM, and all of a sudden people wanted to go down to the low bands. And I'm like, you guys gotta be crazy. It's a bigger antenna. The noise of summer. I don't understand what happened.
Hey,
Yes,
hey, Mike.
James. James is right.
Hey, Mike. If you're thinking about a really cool 2 meter antenna, and I've built a couple of them, it's the 5/4 2 meter antenna.
5/4.
So it's a piece of coax attached to a PL259, and then that splits to twin lead, and then the one side of the twin lead goes up to a copper rod. I think it's like 40 inches, 39 to 40 inches long, and it rides inside of a piece of PVC, half inch.
Yep,
Hey,
45,
perfect.
450 ohm. 450 ohm twin lead. You're absolutely right.
Yeah,
Theo's
and
right.
Okay.
I had one on my truck just for grins and giggles when we moved from Pennsylvania to Maryland, and it worked great as a mobile antenna. It was fun to run it, but it's
Yeah.
a really good antenna, really super simple, stupid build too. All
Scout,
you need is
Scout makes a
something-
good point too. Those ferry. I haven't used one, but man, they look slick. Roll them up if you're
5/4 though, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's space.
called a 5/4 antenna. 5/4 antenna.
I have
It's
the
almost like
Ed
an inch
Fong
and a
roll-up.
quarter, 1 1/4.
1.25.
That's what she said.
But no, yeah, I like Scout. I have the Ed Fong roll up, fantastic antenna. I have the 2 meter Faraday, which is great, and I have the 6 meter Faraday, which was pricey. I tried making a 6 meter J pole on my own, and I failed miserably.
Tough.
And
Yeah,
so
they're
I was
tough.
like, "F it!" I tried. I'm gonna buy this thing because it packs up so stupid small. And I've used it, and I mean it's long, like
Wow.
6 meters is that's going to be a really long J pole, but it's awesome that it packs up so easily and stuff. I missed that. What was it? What was it that Dell said? Okay. Yeah. Pair of beads are rough, dude.
It's funny, like people talk about it, and we talk about Brood Activate a lot about like just the, how we're practicing for MCOM sometimes, but like I feel like I don't like when I go out and do pod activations because I bet you if you went through my kit, you'd be like, "What the hell's
doesn't-
wrong with you, dude?"
Dude, it doesn't matter. You got out there and set up, and you're running, right?
True.
It's just like Vaughn when they went to that island to
Oh,
Poda, and he forgot the freaking adapter. What did he do? He cut the end off, shoved it into the back of the BNC, and wrapped the braid around the outside, and he was on the air. I mean, as Julie's freaking out.
He really
But, I mean,
pulled
it
a
worked
Chuck Norris,
perfectly.
didn't he? He pulled the Chuck
yes,
Norris.
Chuck
He did.
Norris, 100%.
One of the fun things, with POTA for me has been, just like having to adapt, right? And there was a period in the beginning where, and I think a lot of it was driven by that fear of doing things wrong, or fear of failure, and over planning, over packing, over preparing, and everything. But after, I don't know how long it was, at some point my mindset changed, and all of a sudden it's like I'm not afraid that things don't go perfect, or or even if I fail,
Yes.
it's fine. And there's something to be said about the the improv that takes place in the field, because you never know what you're going to expect. And like those instances where you've maybe not been able to use the antenna you want to use, and you got to use something else, or you got to deploy it a different way, or you have an adapter that isn't working and you don't have a backup or whatever. And those scenarios, well, they're frustrating those few minutes, but when you work through that process and you figure things out, to me, that's actually sometimes more rewarding than getting like the DX or whatever. It's like that the exercise and the troubleshooting, I think, is what's really beneficial, and just being flexible and learning to adapt to different conditions. A lot of which, when we do what we do for portable ops, SOTA or POTA, a lot of it's beyond our control. We can't control the band conditions. We can't control the weather. We can't control a lot of this stuff. We can't control the fact that we show up to a wildlife management area parking lot that only has room for 3 cars, and there's 2 of them there parked like jack wagons, and you can't fit in. Like, it is what it is. You got to play the hand that you're dealt sometimes, and that to me is
What is it you say, Mike? RF around and find out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. Speaking of RF around and find out, Rabbit, what did you share?
Antenna down.
Antenna down. Yes. Rabbit, what is it? You're muted. You're muted. There's no audio. There's no audio.
Right there.
Audio.
There we go.
It's just coax right here, and it's taped with aluminum tape on PVC pipe. Just 10-foot piece of PVC pipe, just aluminum tape on there, and this is my base station antenna. And I piped 50 watts of power through this, and no problems. And I can hear probably, depending on where you live at, probably like 3 counties over.
So you,
No problems.
that aluminum duct tape?
Yeah, aluminum duct tape. And it's
shit.
If you could zoom in, it's not perfectly put on there. It's
Okay,
all
somebody can
janky.
enhance it, because I can't enhance. I am not that talented.
Enhance.
And biggin.
Enhance.
Come on, Rabbit.
That's as big,
rookie.
That's as big as I can make it.
If I knew
Okay.
yeah. But yeah.
You'll have to write the instructions out for these wee folk.
So I actually stole it from somebody else on YouTube. I can't think of his name to save my life, but I was typing in, how to build one of these with just aluminum tape, and this is what popped up.
Cool.
And it works amazing. I get on every net from here up to, if you knew where I live, but pretty much up to DC, 30 miles an hour.
Damn. So you could talk to the president if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Does he have a license?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
You know what? I don't know who it was.
no comment about the intellectual ability of the
Oh, here we go.
president.
I bet you if we talked to him, Trump would have his extra
Might
before
have done
you.
something. I don't know if I've done it at all. I can't help you here.
I already
That
have
was my
my
bad.
extra. What are you talking about, Michael?
I got my
okay.
license. It was the best
That's
test that was
fantastic.
ever taken.
It was written by me. I answered all the questions 100%.
If this
All right.
doesn't
Well-
work out,
Thank you, Paul.
probably I will do it. I would almost say definitely.
Well, hey, this is a good
VE,
segue.
They were perfect.
To segue to what, Mike?
A segue to some questions. Okay,
Who's questioning?
I am.
It's a
I have
segue.
I have some questions for you, and I have some questions for the audience. Okay, let's switch scenes.
I can't get it up. It's just.
So hey, we have something new that we want to try,
Why me?
Oh no!
and
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
and so
live.
I got some 2-meter trivia questions here, and you can participate in the audience. Obviously, you just got to put hashtag answer and then the letter that you want to answer the question with. And
That's
so,
a lot, dude. That's a lot to put in there. Who do we lose?
Oh my gosh, that's the only way that will work. Otherwise, if anybody types a banana, it's gonna like not pick up on it.
Yep. So I am going to.
I know.
I won't
words are
be
tough.
looking at the chat during this because I gotta dive
Can't kill
into
it.
the trivia app and stuff.
If I
But
vote- how many days? 5 to-
but this will apparently keep score. We're gonna see how this. We're test driving this. We are RFing around. No, we're live streaming around and fucking out or finding out whatever it is. Yeah.
Put the guys. Put the letter. Don't put the actual number. You know.
Yeah.
We're fucking around and finding out.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. So, how many days in the 5-2 simplex challenge has Eric been unsuccessful in making a 2-meter simplex contact?
That would be me.
I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I have acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you.
So I'm just effing around right now too. I'm seeing what this hide results, show results thing. Okay, so we're gonna have like a leaderboard and everything. This is gonna be
This
cool.
is gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah.
So if this is something interesting and you want
And
to play this in
apparently,
the
I
future,
guessed
we
the
can come
wrong
up with really
answer.
Well, I haven't shown it yet.
Where do I put my answer?
Yeah, you
Do I have to
did.
go?
I did.
I
You
had
put it in
0
the chat.
points.
Where
He hasn't
actually
actually
where
submitted the
where did
question
all
yet.
the questions go? I had
What do you mean? Did you
Oh,
not?
all right.
You just showed the leaderboard. And,
Okay,
and
no,
we all
it-
had 0 points.
No, I just honestly had a heart attack for a second because
All that hard work.
all the questions that I typed in before, like hours ago, were gone, and now they're back in the back end that I'm looking at. So I was like,
Guys,
huh.
down below is the way you type it. So if you want to put in your answer, you put in
Yeah.
# answer and then put the letter corresponding to the number that you think I actually failed.
Where do I do it though?
In any one of the chats, the free and ham.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm in someone's chat over here. Okay.
And I have no idea how this is going to work if you answer multiple times or what, because I somebody's putting in the chat for me because they're probably one of you guys doing this.
I gotta
know
write out
nothing
that
of what
word
you speak
answer.
of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, Bob, you gotta do hashtag answer and then the letter. Okay.
It's the only way the system can figure out.
So
whether
kind of
you're
like
not
it's
typing an A.
like it says on the screen. Type
Told you this is going to be
hashtag
difficult.
answer.
I know.
Is
I
it
know.
case sensitive?
No, not.
Well, this is
sign
the
answer.
test question. The real questions, which are not on the exam, are coming up next,
Oh.
and Eric knows about those.
I do.
Those are for Todd.
Hey guys,
Will be
serious
seeing it.
question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute my. Is it better that I keep myself muted? Because I don't want to ruin what rain sound.
I don't mind the sound of the rain.
We like the rain.
It's actually relaxing while
Yeah.
we're busy trying to understand the question and
See,
just
look,
get
it
the
just
answer.
stopped.
Yeah.
It just stopped, Izzo. You're good.
All right. So can I? So should I
I'm
turn
just-
down my
there it is.
microphone a little
Soaking
bit?
it up.
Yeah, keep it on. That's all good. Oh, thank. Did you just
Let's all
move that
just
up there, Eric?
soak in the sound of the rain.
Yep. All right. I am going
Just
to
soak it in.
reveal the answer right now. All right. Last call. Here is the answer. It is 1. So he's only had 1 failure.
I've had
All right.
3.
And I'm looking for more. Looking for more. I don't.
I've
wanna
had a
jump on-
handful.
Ooh, is
What,
Todd
failures?
eating chips?
More
Yeah.
failures or
Is
more?
Todd eating
More
crisps?
contact.
Listen, drinkers can't count and counters can't drink. That's the way I look at this. Like, I ain't keeping score, okay?
Shannon,
So-
you're fucking American. They're not crisp. They're chips.
All right. So, Time for some real. Now, I have a 6-pack of questions. So that was the test one for us to kind of see how this works. And now, if I show results, we can see who has done well. And so
everybody gets zeros.
Yeah, I'm trying to scroll. It's not scrolling. So all right, that's what we get to see for the results. Let me move on to the next question. Now I came up with.
So I should have got it right.
Is this a real question? This next question going to be a real question?
These are all going to be real questions that I came up with. These are all going to be about 2 meters. Okay? So here we go.
All right, let me put my cigar over by my ashtray.
What is the national calling frequency for single sideband on the 2 meter band?
You told me these were tough questions.
Oh my God. Come on, Mike, spice it up a little bit.
Oh, I will.
Remember to put in # answer and then the letter.
Yep.
Oh shoot! I put the wrong one. Can I change my thing?
I don't know. Right. We're gonna find out. That we're learning.
And I mean, for the record, Izzo, you did answer it right. So
no. Not for sideband.
Man, it's like sitting by a campfire, but different.
I like campfires.
It's like playing cars with my brother's kids. Yep.
It's like soaking.
There you go.
Yes, ham without a plan.
This is why I'm drinking the beer and not the whiskey now.
I know, right?
Told you,
right.
one glass of scotch, that was it.
Okay, and here's the reveal. 144.2 is the sideband calling frequency. We know 5.2 is for FM, but 144.2 is for sideband there. All right.
Is that a gentleman's agreement, Mike?
We'll get him next time.
No, it's on the band plan. When I came up with the questions on my own, I pulled up just the band plan and like the frequency allocation stuff.
Now,
and
should your antenna be horizontal or vertical for sideband?
You can do either, but most 99% are going to be horizontal for sideband. So yeah, the Wigglies don't care; they're still going to get out, but
eventually.
But yeah, right.
Oh, there's no calling frequencies listed on my band plan.
That's not the band plan.
Yes, it is.
No, that's the band plan's different. That's the frequency allocation stuff. Yeah,
that's the band plan.
It literally says U.S. amateur radio bands.
All right, I'm going to share the band plan. I have it up in a tab. Hold on. Let's see here. Share.
There's a Eastern Mass ARRL. Like agreed upon.
All right, let's see here. There we go. There's the band plan.
Yes.
That's not a band plan. That's just a bunch of writing.
No, and you go down through each band, and it will tell you. It will tell you everything from where the beacons are supposed to be, where you do EME, all that stuff.
Listen,
it's all gentlemen's agreement. All it is.
Yep.
My Mammoth mat has that information on it, but I'm just saying the ARRL band plan that you print out and laminate does not have that.
Yep.
Correct.
No, it doesn't. Yep.
Different thing.
But it does have some of the other answers that I'm going to get to in a minute.
That is the band guidelines.
Yeah. So next, which of the following are recognized FM simplex frequencies according to the 2 meter band plan?
All of the above.
Oh my gosh.
How about
That's what I'm
answering
gonna
on
guess.
text?
I can't
All the above.
because it's not registering my stuff.
Are you doing it from your tab?
It's not registering mine either, but whatever. Just fucking do it.
My tab, sir, and it is not working.
Yes, it is.
Thanks, Batman.
It's not Batman.
Your mother?
She's talking to us from the dead, baby. Holy smokes! And she's buried in Albany.
Both killed. They were murdered.
They were murdered on 652. No, they were murdered on 6553. They should have been on 52. Some sad ham got mad.
I am the bat.
So, let's reveal the answer. All of the above.
Yay!
And again, I'm going off of the 2-meter band plan there.
The ARRL website.
The recognized band plan, and it lists where the repeater frequencies are for inputs and where the outputs are, and then where the simplex channels are. So, yep.
Yeah, we use 147.525, so I mean it's not too far off, but it works very well.
Yep.
Can
You know what I think about the ARRL?
The bottom line is this: if you don't cause interference, you're fine. Think about it. You don't cause any interference, you're fine.
Yep.
Can we just talk about for a minute that sound effect that you guys are using of the honking horn? Does that remind anyone else of the old PBS Channel 2 auction?
Nope.
Who else has amazing nostalgic memories of the
You mean
PBS
Bozo
Channel
the
2
Clown?
auction? No, the PBS Channel 2 auction.
Can't say I watched that.
You
That might have been
never
a regional.
watched that? Come
So that
on.
had to be regional.
did.
That had to be regional to Massachusetts, Northeast Massachusetts.
I grew up in
They
that.
definitely had it on like Channel 44 also.
Somebody mute
Thank
Tortoise.
you. George KC1TQF agrees with me.
Bruh.
Thank you.
Only one person does.
You
Nope.
know, like the people would get their donations in and their their bids, and it would be like a big bid, or somebody would win the auction and they would honk the little horn.
You keep trying to mansplain this, but nobody has seen it. So
Listen, I'm gonna have to find
unless
you-
it's related to Antiques
Okay.
Roadshow.
This
I remember Wonderama. Shannon, do you remember Wonderama?
No, what is that?
You don't remember Wonderama?
Izzo,
We're
you're
kids-
like
Izzo,
50.
Shannon's
You're
not as old as
12
you.
Yeah, you're like
Was-
12 years older than me, dear.
Kids are
Said dear, you're
people.
nuts.
Really people. Bob McAllister did that. Look it up. Look it up. All right.
We got a new
Moving
question
on.
up.
Next new question.
Yep. 2-meter band plan. Which portion is designated for CW only? Grouch, you might be able to find
Your
this
mom.
answer quickly.
That's not a choice.
This one is on your chart, Grouch.
If you
none of the above.
I got it right, and I didn't even look at the band plan ahead of time.
Nice. All right. Survey says
Woo!
all right, so which one of you guys can do CW? Because I can't.
not yet. I'll get there, but not yet.
I can do my call sign.
All right, we're epic failures all the way around.
I can do
Okay.
SOS.
Miles can do
I
SOS,
always,
okay?
I
I can do chopsticks.
I always fuck up the one. Like, one is such a freaking stupid number to do in CW.
Really?
Get out of my head.
Yeah.
Who's singing "One is the loneliest number" right now?
Now I got
I
that
don't
song
know
in
what
my
you're
head.
talking about. Baby shark, do 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 do.
Two could be as sad as one.
All right. Let's get the next question up. All right.
It's the
We got
loneliest
some
number since
we got
the
some meaty
number
questions
one.
now. Ready? SSTV operation would be prohibited on which of the following frequencies?
Can I ask a question? What's SSTV?
Emotional damage.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
I'm sorry you've been wrong your whole life, and I'm sorry I have to.
You don't play him completely.
Sorry. My OBS. Is
I'm
backing
waiting
up.
for that audio clip to end up in the White House with TikTok.
If somebody doesn't quit peeing on the tent,
All
What
right.
was the answer? You can't.
Does
ring
that
a
mean I
bell.
got to answer? Hold on, I got to fight. Where's the button? There we go. None of the above.
Holy dog shit!
None of the above. Oh.
As we all know, singles, not single.
Finally, I got
Singles.
one right.
Slow scan television.
Slow scan television
is a phone mode.
Slow
So anywhere you do
TV
phone,
is a
you can
phone
do,
mode.
whether it's FM or sideband, you can do slow scan television.
Paul, including your mother, right?
Now, but if you do it outside of the frequency that is allocated as the SSTV frequency, you're not going to hear anybody, and nobody's going to hear you.
Exactly.
Like 5'2".
I don't
Like
know
calling
that
out on
there is a
5'2".
SSTV frequency designated for 2 meters.
there is. Yes, there is. There is.
Let's find out.
Oh, Mike's making.
You need the mammoth mat.
So
James will tell you the mammoth mat has all of those
so
frequencies.
for 2 meters, I don't know that I don't see anything on here designated specifically for slow scan TV. I mean,
There
you're
used to
going to
be.
do it where you can do phone, or voice
Was it
modes.
14.231, right? 20 meters.
Oh yeah,
20 meters,
that sounds familiar. Yeah, there's on HF. There's definitely
Yeah.
some. So,
Yeah, we're talking about on 2 meters right now. Paul,
There
keep
used to
up.
be like
Shush,
one
Shannon.
that was like a gentleman's agreement kind of thing.
You just shut your mouth.
Shut your pie hole.
now here's a fun one, and hopefully, Grouch, hopefully you appreciate that these are not the ones from the book. That I came up with the questions on my own and tried to have some fun ones and have some trickery in there. But what amateur radio mode was used to set the 2 meter terrestrial? So we're not talking about EME or satellite stuff. 2 meter terrestrial distance record of 2,951 miles for a contact.
I know this one.
Between Cape Verde
Now,
and Curaçao. Just a,
now I will
years
say,
ago.
Curacao.
Mike,
Curaçao. That's
listen, I love these questions. Todd's the one that's going to complain because how are these questions relevant to the goddamn fucking being able to get my extra
Emotional damage.
This is good trivia, unlike the
He's
extra
differentiating
questions, which are useless.
I agree with Todd. I like this stuff. I like
I've
this.
been
This is
quiet
fun
since
stuff.
that, but I agree with Todd. I totally agree with Todd. General holding it down.
Yep.
None of these
That
questions
dog
are
has a
relevant.
full bladder.
Save the Empire.
This is fun stuff.
I know which name. I know which one this one is.
We got some
This is
answers in
easy.
there.
I refuse to answer.
Are you protesting?
That's because you don't know what JT65 is.
Oh.
I don't. No, just
Oh.
All right, here we
kidding.
go.
Take off.
FT8.
Fucking FT8.
That is seriously
I was,
impressive.
I was hoping
to get
for GT65.
almost 3,000 miles though on 2 meters. Like I didn't look to see how much power they were running or
Dude
what.
had
but,
a
like, that's
Yagi
crazy.
all day long. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Stacked.
Yep.
Even.
All right, last question
Yeah,
of this
it's
6-pack.
the law.
Yeah, and Bricker's onto something because I led into this for the last question. Tropospheric ducting is an atmospheric phenomenon which occurs when there is
Anal leakage.
Yeah, this looks like a question on the extra exam.
this does look like a question that you might
Right.
experience.
Yes. Cold
It
air
can't be
over
because
warm
it's
air
using
or
both A
warm
and
air
C.
over cold air.
None of the extra tests use anything of an answer. It says both A and C. It's either all the above
No.
or nothing.
But A and B are a typical extra exam question.
When in
One
doubt,
word,
Charlie out.
Todd's right.
temperature.
You got to focus on the C. Is that right or not?
No.
No. I think it's A.
I think it's B.
I talked from Pennsylvania to Texas on Tropo. So.
Nice.
Isn't a
On
temperature
5-2.
inversion a tornado?
No,
Could be.
possibly.
All right, couple seconds more.
Could be D. Could be both. Either way.
It could be.
Typically happens in the fall, so I'm thinking warmer air, cold air coming over.
No, typically happens the summertime, spring and summer.
Hey Todd, would you change that battery or unplug the damn thing?
It is
What the hell are
warm
you
air
talking
over
about?
cold
What are you
air for the
talking about?
inversion. And the way that I wrote this, just so that you know, Todd, for your benefit, is you generally see tropo where we are in the summer and the fall, where you have more stable climate. June through September can be like really good periods where you get tropo. I've had fantastic tropo over Lake Ontario. Like you get up in the Great Lakes area, that's the season for it, and it has to do. And I think the questions that you'll experience tend to relate it to the large bodies of water, and that's because generally the air will get cooler as you go up. As you get closer to space, it's going to get colder, but when you get that warm air over the cold air, because
It locks it in.
yeah, and it's if the lakes get cold or cool and it cools it down lower, then you get those ducts, and when those open up, oh my gosh! And it's usually
Ducks.
yeah, in the morning and then towards the evening before sunset, after sunrise and before sunset, like you can get some fantastic VH. Like I hit a repeater 80 something miles away with an HT.
Is that
right on the
Wait
lake.
a minute, ducks or cobra chickens?
Well, Mike, I had my first
turned duck.
experience with that is I got on a net that was I was on an HT with
Ooh, look at Shannon.
with a mag mount antenna on my metal roof of my old house.
Fuck you,
5
Shannon.
watts, and I got to Newfoundland, Canada. It was 850 miles.
Oh wow!
So,
on an HT.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome.
That was I thought I was new. I just got my tech.
What antenna were you? What antenna did you have, Todd?
Just a little tiny mag mount antenna. Not even like
Nice.
that. I plopped it on. I had the wire going out the window, and I thought the guys were messing with me because there was people were getting down in New Jersey and stuff, and I thought I had a Boston repeater, and I thought they were just messing with me. And then 2 weeks later, I got a card from them, a QSL card.
Well, I mean, any kind of communications into New Jersey is scary anyway. So,
but yeah, that
All
was.
right,
that
hey,
was,
for those in the chat, let us know. Post a comment. Let us know what you thought about that. Like if that worked out well for you, or if you thought it was too confusing.
It was.
Did you
us
like
know.
it? Did it suck?
I feel
Yeah.
it's cool. I like it.
So,
And
so
Paul,
since
she's
Shannon-
smarter than you.
I don't
Yeah, since-
understand.
Fuck you.
How
I think it sucks because Shannon beat me.
No, I don't know. Is it just was that the number of questions that I answered, or the number of questions that I answered right? And
you answered
why
right.
did it? Why did it?
That you
keep
answered
shooting
right.
Zeros?
I don't know. what the
Yeah,
zero
we got to
is.
figure that out.
Let's see. Let me go back.
Maybe
to that
I
window.
think we have to we might have to answer in the comments section in the in EV Mux versus being in our chats. So that might be the difference. Because
Yeah.
Although, hey, we gotta shout out to Corey
Corey's awesome.
N1XWS because he's on the board.
Yep. Corey getting it done.
Yeah, go back to the chat again. Go back to the leaderboard.
Because I got that one wrong.
It actually goes down further. So yeah, we just have to expand.
Oh,
Oh.
Enhance.
enhance.
Fantastic. So
Look, Chris didn't really.
You gotta make it.
Yep.
And biggin.
We've got some experimenting to do, but
Yeah. No, this was a fun test.
So
I hope you guys like the questions. I had fun coming up with those.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad you
since
didn't lose
Shannon
it.
won. She took top honors. Give us a random tank quote. or
Give us
tank
some
fact.
random tank knowledge. Not what
fact.
you gave us this morning.
So,
Yeah.
Yes. No
okay,
repeat.
you know what? I meant to look this up actually, but there were these 3 German tanks, right? And they just kept using the same engine in the tank, but they kept making the tank bigger. It was crazy. It was like the Tiger tank has the same engine as like the Panther tank. I gotta look it up. I'm gonna find it.
Well, they lost.
So the mama tank
The
and the baby tank and the father tank.
The baby tank, the mommy tank, and the daddy tank all had the same engine, and it's like the engine was undersized for the baby tank, and then they just kept putting it in the mommy tank and the daddy tank, and it just kept getting worse and worse performance.
Panzerkampfwagen.
They just made more tanks because
Well,
mama
they-
tank kept putting it in daddy
No.
tank.
Yeah, the Germans, they were like obsessed with, like, they just wanted to keep coming out with like the newest, biggest, greatest tank. But that created so many logistic problems because now they have too many different designs and styles of tanks. They don't have enough extra spare parts, and the tanks are like breaking down in the field. And then when a tank breaks down in the field, they have to blow it up, right? Because they don't want the enemy to actually get the tank and, use it or, figure out its weaknesses. So they
So German engineering.
Yeah, they ended up wasting so much resources
Hell, I like
on
you. You
making
can come over to my house and fuck my
on
sister.
making newer, bigger, different tanks.
There was actually a
There's a
movie.
reason why the Germans lost the war.
There was a movie I think on Netflix called "The Tank" from four actors who played German soldiers, and they were on a mission. I think it was Netflix.
Yeah,
I know
I
what
wanted to watch that. I saw it, but
Watch
I
it.
didn't
You
watch it yet.
very. I don't want to give away, but very, very interesting perspective. I mean, it's a movie, but still, and the psychology of they had to go do their mission. Watch it.
Hey,
Hell,
Mike,
I
are
like
you going
you.
to do questions on 6 meters next month?
Say that again.
Are you going to do questions on 6 meters next month?
Maybe.
Very good.
Maybe. I and it's funny you mentioned that because like it was last year when I did this. I came up with the idea for this 6 meter activity day. Which shout out again to Izzo and the Clubhouse. They had me on when I came up with it. Yeah, you did. I did the 5, 25.
No, that didn't play that night. We just ran a replay of something else while you thought you were live.
Anyway,
Holy dog shit!
no, I've actually gotten a handful of emails about that this year because people like, hey, you doing something again on 6 meters in May or whatever? I got to think, but
Yeah, on March.
it's like
on May
maybe I just need to pick one band a year to promote. But
Rate it.
but ultimately, I think
Love.
I'm learning as I'm doing this what people gravitate to, what people are interested in, and I was shocked by how many people when I did like that 6 meter activity day on 525, like they were just like they loved it, and I'm getting like the same type of response and vibe with this 2 meter thing too. So I don't know.
Too, we kind of mentioned it before. There are so many different radios out there that you can do this now with, and that's what makes it really fun. We're no longer just locked into a 2 meter mobile FM only. You know what I mean? It's nice now.
I mean, even being locked in, like this year's challenge is, you got to give the rest of the spectrum some love.
Mm-hmm. Totally, and that's where I was mentioning earlier, like hearing
Leave
about
no spectrum behind.
these Simplex Saturdays that they've done in New York City and Tennessee and other places where they encourage FM Simplex on all the bands from 6 meter or actually 10 meters all the way up through 1.2 gigahertz or so, like where you have common transceivers available that will do that stuff, because you can still buy like the 9700 and 905 will do 1.2 gigahertz or 23 centimeters. There's some radios that you can get on eBay, some old Kenwoods, and stuff that'll do 900 megahertz FM. And certainly, I mean, 1.25 meters is a little bit easier. You can buy some cheaper TYT or Baofeng HTs or mobiles that'll do 125 FM. But ultimately, like, try to get some of that going, because a lot of that stuff's more accessible and easier for new techs too. Like, again, you're a new technician, you got into the hobby, maybe you get a tri-band HT, maybe, you just get like a standard dual band mobile or whatever, but your chances are you're going to be limited to FM as far as modes rather than sideband and stuff. And, forget about if you want to do like sideband on 900 megahertz and stuff, you're going to need a transverter. Like,
you need to read the book by Salty Walt so that you can learn antennas. Can I read you a story, Mike?
What's this guy doing in the chat? Why isn't he here?
Really?
What's up, Marvin? Yeah, no.
In the chat.
But no, like I'm all about leaving no band behind, and trying to encourage more activity, especially activity where it's easier to generate activity and stuff. Trying to promote CW on 900 megahertz would be kind of, I don't want to say a lost cause, but that'd be a challenge. Versus trying to do 2 meter FM and stuff like that. So one thing at a time.
Do what the masses have by.
What was that, Izza?
Jesus.
I was just say, if you do what a majority of the people have, and then give them options to do it,
yeah,
it widens the fun.
Yep. Yeah, and that's one of the things I've liked about what I've seen so far with some of these Simplex Saturdays, is they're like encouraging people to get on all these free, get on 52.525 for 6 meters, get on 223.5 for 125, 146.52 for 46, 927.5 I think is for FM on 33 centimeters. Just get on this day sometime, and just throw your calls out and stuff and encourage that activity. So
don't forget your Euro stations too. They're on a different Simplex calling.
Yeah.
Well, but I encourage like my European brethren, sisters and whatnot to just do whatever you're locally, accustomed to and have available to you, and just make some noise. That's really what it's about.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've been talking with more, and I might hop, especially you were just on, Eric and Paul and Shannon worked your way on too, and
Todd too.
Todd. But no, I might be on after this is up in May or later, and talk a little bit more about it after. But yeah, I think like I said, the more activity we can get, the better. It's good for all of us. I think deep down inside, it's something we like. We want those surprise Simplex contacts, and it's a good learning experience, whether we're experienced or we're the new techs that just got our license and it's our first station, so.
Yeah. Hey guys, I got to jump. So it was awesome.
Bye,
you guys. Bye. See you later.
Don't let the door hit you with a good one.
Go play co-ed naked.
That's the wrong side, sir.
It's for Grout. And with that,
Eric's gonna be giving out free blowjobs.
Hey, Paul, you're soaking in it. Oh gosh, that was fun. I enjoyed hanging out with you guys. 7-3, guys.
Bye, Eric.
Bye.
So I was wondering what the hell, I thought somebody was playing a sound, and where'd it pop up? Izzo's getting soaked.
I got you.
Yeah.
Izzo's getting soaked.
I'm pretty sure somebody is playing a sound.
No, it's not. It's
Izzo.
watch. It's actually Izzo. It's the rain. Watch,
We were
ready?
getting soaked earlier today. It was raining nonstop. We were soaked.
Wait, do you want me muted or do you want? See, I've been going
No.
mute, and you guys keep
No,
unmuting me.
We know what.
Portis
we know
is just
who it is.
realizing what's going on
Yeah.
with the weather.
No, but
And
I'd rather
that's-
stay
that's wh-
muted. Not to
That's why
I
I
feel
sh-
like I'm interfering.
No,
I mean, look at this.
Well, the bad stuff
He's
is
really,
to the
really
east of
wet
me.
right now.
No, well, no, I'm not. I'm in the green. I'm in the green, but that's all right.
But you're still getting wet.
Yeah, I'm still getting
That's a
wet.
fake. Yeah.
Even
not even
even
a fake.
soaked, maybe.
I may be getting
Izzo's
soaked.
chair's a slip and slide right now.
Exactly. Throw a little detergent on it.
Well, so much I want to say right now, but I can't.
You can say whatever you want, dude.
it was raining
It's
all
a
day.
slip and slide,
today here.
boys.
Sink about. Let it rip.
Yeah, let it
Actually,
rip.
I hate it when the weather gets like this, when it's like in the 30s and it's just like rain. Like it's like I'd rather have it be like in the single digits and snowing than have it be.
I
like
had to
this.
kick the heat up a little. I had to kick the heat up a little bit just to. Wow, wind it out.
Bricker,
Well,
the
then.
answer to your question is we can talk about Eric at any time, even when he's here.
I wish Marvin was here. I wish Marvin was here if he could give us some stats on Winter Field Day with 2 meter
I know.
simplex, FM simplex or.
I think that is the reason why Marvin is not here, because he doesn't want to answer those questions.
Exactly.
But that would be a great promotion next
It would
Jan.
be.
I'll tell you what, MAK, come on Clubhouse in December, and maybe we can promote that, or early January. We'll promote
Sure.
it for 2027.
Yeah,
Can't hurt.
I'm down.
Izzo,
No,
change the battery in your fucking smoke detector.
That's not me.
That's
no,
Todd.
not me.
That's not
Yeah,
Izzo.
that's not me.
It's not me.
I have a carbon monoxide filter in here, but it's quiet. It blinks. That's all it does.
That's
When it's if the CO went up, this thing would start screaming right now. So,
That's what she said.
oh,
Yep.
and her too.
so much fun, so little time. See, now Dad's gone.
George.
Yeah, we don't need any more snow.
How do you feel about going out on 420 and making an activation on 28.420 megahertz or 21.420 megahertz?
I love it.
All about it.
I think it'll be a very uplifting experience. Possibly
Yeah.
even high.
Yeah. I love
Just
it.
saying.
And you know what would be even better if I was
If we
wearing
did
the
at
I'm high on
420
ham radio shirt on
Yeah.
420.
Yeah. You know
That'd be
what?
great.
Maybe we're going to have to do that and activate at 4:20 p.m. or 4:20 UTC. But that's 4:20 p.m. UTC is like what, 16:20 by the 24-hour clock.
No math on stream.
doesn't really
No math
work.
on stream.
I'm sorry. Hold on. 4:20 p.m. is the same as 16:20 because yes, those are the same.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the 24-hour clock versus a 12-hour clock.
Yeah, but if you do it at UTC time, it doesn't have the same ring to it. You'd have to do it at 0420 hours. And I'm
which
sorry,
is which is
well,
midnight, which is midnight for us.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
my
not
God,
going
Becky.
out I'm not going out at midnight to do a POTA activation. So that
Why
it can
not?
be 0420 UTC.
Nobody in the parks.
Listen,
You don't have to worry about
I have
driving over your coax.
I have multiple stickers, and I need to order more. But Operation 1620 is a military veterans
Yes, it is.
organization which is all about military veterans using cannabis as a means of coping with post-traumatic stress problems. And it's Operation 1620. And guess what 1620 is when you go from 24-hour clock to a 12-hour clock? It's 420! Ah! How about it?
Should we go out and do a special activation on 420 at 1620?
Yeah.
And raise awareness?
Hey.
Yeah, Shannon and I will see you in Illinois. Let's go.
I can't go to Illinois.
Why not? No answer.
Yeah, April 20th is a Monday. Miles is probably going to have school.
Hey, Paul, it's
you know
419.
who I could rope in? I bet you. Sean, ham radio dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will reach out to Sean, and if it's possible, if we can find a park with cellular service, we will live stream the 420 activation at 420.
You could probably get Tim too, because he lives out in that general area.
Yeah. Tim's in that area. Yeah. He's a little bit further away. So Sean's only a couple hours from where I'm going to be. I think Tim's like 4 or 5 hours.
Guys, I gotta go.
Because he's in Indiana, not Illinois.
All right,
Todd's got to head out.
73
You want to say
guys.
anything more, Todd?
No, good show. Like the
Thanks for
test-
joining us,
Todd,
bud.
it's good to see you, bud.
I'll see you Sunday.
Yep, we'll see you Sunday.
See you Sunday.
Todd.
See you Sunday. All right, guys. Have a good one.
Miss you, Todd.
See you, Zo.
Emotional damage.
Oh, now we're
Well,
bigger.
According to George KC1TQF, April 20th is Patriots Day and the start of school vacation. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll see. I'll have to get my car fixed.
No, even more reason
Boston
to fly.
Marathon.
And the Boston Marathon.
Look at that.
And yeah, no, Jason's got it, right? A lot of bubbling water in the background.
We already have that tonight, so
Paul, are you
unless you go
gonna get
skydiving, unless you go skydiving naked, and then it's a but we won't get into that. If you know, you know.
Are you going to be at a drop site on 420?
Does it look like rabbit sleeping? Oh, there
Well,
it is.
the thing is, am I going to be at a drop zone? Yes, but the drop zone is not a park, so I can't activate the drop zone. I mean, I guess I could do an early parachute mobile, and then go to a park.
What I'm thinking is I can fly a rabbit suit out to you. Meet you out there.
A rabbit suit? All right. Here's the deal with the fucking onesies.
Oh my god!
For those that aren't aware, okay, on Live Free and Ham, we were talking about me skydiving in animal onesies, costume, furry kind of things. So if you send me the costume and $200. Right? That covers my lift ticket.
I thought it was $100.
It covers the cameraman.
It used to be 100.
Covers
It's
the
200 now.
Yeah.
Well, gas went up too.
It
so.
covers my lift ticket. It covers the cameraman's lift ticket, and we'll do a couple jumps in the costume of your choosing, whatever that may be, from Borat to whatever furry you can come up with. I will wear it. And I will jump. I will do multiple jumps.
Oh my god, it's funny.
And the cameraman will record the whole thing.
Fucking Borat.
So yeah.
All right, Tortoise. It sounds like a competition between me and you. Who's going to raise enough money to get him to jump with the suit?
I already gave him enough money for at least 500 or 600 jumps.
4, Mike.
No, I'm talking in total.
Oh. Yeah, I've used up all those other ones.
Oh, sorry.
Listen, if you guys want me to drive to Illinois to go do a 420, 1620 activation with Grouch, you got to get those donations in because I need new wheel bearings on the Subaru. I'm going to need gas. I'm going to need hotel.
You need wheel bearings in the Lesbaru.
Yes.
Well,
there's nothing wrong with the Lesbarus.
What?
Hold on.
Mike?
If it's just you, Shannon, you can stay in the RV. You don't need to get a hotel.
You have to bring Miles.
Shannon, just bring your car down
have
here.
to.
Bring the parts, and I'll change them. It's not that hard.
Grouch, I don't have anybody to babysit him.
Did she not just hear me?
We're playing. He'll be all right.
T.O. just gave you a great offer.
Shannon, if you get the parts that you need and bring your car here, I will swap them out.
I don't know what parts I need.
You just said you had wheel bearings that were bad.
Yeah, I only know that because it's making a whirring noise when I drive.
What kind of sound is it making?
I don't know. It makes a humming noise.
Dude, that could be
Make
the
the sound.
freaking the backing plate rubbing on the rotor. Like, who the fuck knows? Like,
Yeah, the dust plate. Yeah.
Come to Lynn,
Right.
drive my car around the block. Let me know.
Bring it to the city, put it on 4 blocks, and let's see what happens.
What was your comment, Mike, about the Subaru? Oh, and then he leaves.
Lesbaru.
All right. I was just gonna say, there's nothing wrong with the Lesbaru because I have one.
Does it come with cones?
Dude,
They're
that
optional.
is that yeah, you go into a Subaru dealership and that's pretty much the stereotype in all of New England. Just saying.
Well, for the record,
All
I
right,
mean, even Annie has one.
Shannon, how much money do we need for you to drive from Massachusetts to Illinois and back? You only have to stay in the RV. You don't have to get a hotel, right? So how much money are we talking? 300? 400?
I don't know.
Let's get those super chats rolling. Yeah, let's get it. We'll get Shannon out to Illinois for 420, and maybe even we can get her to do a tandem.
No, that's not going to happen. I'm sorry.
Hell, it'd be cheaper to get her to fly out.
You know, that's actually not a bad idea.
What, the
There you
fly
go.
out?
All right, fly out. I'll pick you up at O'Hare.
O'Hare? Like Chicago? Wow. I don't think she wants to fly into O'Hare. O'Hare sucks.
Midway?
Midway's better.
Well, yeah, but that's... I don't know where Midway is.
It's west of O'Hare. Just saying. It's west and north of, it's like west-northwest of O'Hare. If I'm not mistaken.
It's still Chicago. All right. Either
Well, what
way.
does the Subaru get for gas mileage on the highway?
Depends on how
30?
How hard she leans into that gas pedal.
All right. Well, I mean, average 30, 35. And then how many miles?
Probably more like 30, 25, 30, something. I don't know.
Okay, and then figure out how many miles it is. Then you figure out how much how many tanks you'll back and forth versus the plane ticket.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing about driving is that I can bring radios, right? And then, I could activate POTA potentially on the way.
Yeah.
That's true.
Midway's Midway's a big Southwest hub. So what you would do is you fly out of TF Green instead of BNA, or not BNA, but Logan.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Paul. If Shannon doesn't fly out to Illinois for 420, I'll come to you.
Wow, there's a lot of nice airplanes there. Holy smokes.
Dude, why don't you come out either way?
Okay.
It depends on how
Let me know
Depends
when
on
you
how
leave,
hard he's
I'll
gonna
head out.
flap.
I'll get you the rabbit.
24-hour Pota Campo.
Yeah, I'm coming. I'll
In
be there.
24-hour Pota camp out at Paul's. Bring your own beer.
I'll be up there for Nearfest too.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
I won't
likely
be at
story.
Nearfest.
That's a likely story. May 1st and 2nd, sir. You coming in May or in October?
Nearfest, whatever Nearfest. Hey,
May
I'll
and
be in
October.
Illinois for
There's two.
both.
Yeah, you suck. I wanted to hang out.
I'm going to both.
Come to Illinois.
That's a long ways for a Hamfest, dude.
Oh, speaking of Hamfests, before I leave Texas, I'm going to go to the Belton Hamfest, and there's going to be a bunch of ham tubers, right? That's what those folks are called, the ham tubers. They're gonna all come and converge on my current location.
Nice.
Them being Jason, Ham Radio 2.0, Mike, Cade MRD, Dave, KB5 UTY, who had to leave to go look at the fucking Gigaparts shit. Not that he needs to buy anything in his new RV life.
Oh, maybe I'll share my Gigaparts story later.
There's gonna be a bunch of us. Whoo, fuck yeah, Jason. 420.
What's 30% of 420? That's funny.
It doesn't matter. So I created a goal, and I was like, listen, if we get 5 super chats, I will do a live stream tomorrow. That is super chat number 2.
Holy Jesus.
They left. Hold on.
Nice.
I got this.
All right, so here's the Gigaparts story.
Go ahead, Mike. What's the Gigaparts
I
story?
mentioned this in Discord.
Giggle
and stuff.
parts.
Yeah. So and you know, Portis is gonna love this because this ties back to the Les Brew. to my Subaru. But I have a diamond mount that I installed on it. That has the SO239 connector, and I got a common antenna, and it works good. The diamond mount, I'd have to look it up, but I think it's like a K400 or so. It's one of their smaller mounts. It's got a very small footprint. It's not meant for bigger antennas, but it fits on where I need it to fit on in the hood, and there's an easy pass through to get the coax in. It's worked out great, right? But that's on one side of the hood, and I've thought about getting a mount for an HF antenna on the other side, right? And Gigaparts has some Intellitron. That's their brand, which is basically like MFJ, in my opinion. And they have some Intellitron mounts, and they had one with the 3/8 24, because I would prefer a 3/8 24 mount, because this is going to be for ham sticks or 17-foot whips, right? Maybe a CB antenna or something. It's going to be for HF work, right? If I need to use adapters, I could, but I that's what I would prefer. And so they have these. They had 2 Intellitron mounts that were 3/8 24 and different sizes, different lengths of coax and stuff. But I was like, let me call, because they don't have the dimensions. And given where I have to install, without getting into the details, I don't have a big footprint to put the mount. And I needed to know how wide it was. And it's not listed on the website. This is Gigaparts brand, so I cannot look at it anywhere else. This is only Gigaparts. I call, and I'm on hold for several minutes. And what I think is going to be a quick call to say, hey, how wide is this mount? I'm on minutes and minutes. Next thing I know, I need to go pick up my son, who is in a school program. It was on a Saturday, but he has a school program for construction stuff on Saturdays from like 8 to noon. So I got to go leave to pick up my son. But I figure, well, I'm going to be in the car.
You guys stole it?
And so I now have, I just bring my phone into the car, go pick him up. I'm still on hold.
Oh, my God.
I was on hold for over an hour. I was running around. I had to go pick him up, and then we were running errands. And eventually, when I got to the point where I was like, I just got to go. I was on hold for over an hour for a simple question. And I was like, all right. I took a shot. And if you look it up on Twitter or X, whatever you call it nowadays, I just took a screenshot of my display, and you could see, the phone call was on hold with their number for like over an hour. And, and I kind of was just like, all right. And I posted something. I didn't call them out directly or anything. I just said, basically kind of disappointing, when you're getting this level of customer service, from a ham radio retailer or whatever. And, a couple people in the chat, it surprised me right away. They're like, is that Gigaparts? And a couple of people reached out to me privately and shared some concerns they had with like their customer service stuff. And I was like, yeah. And, we're in such a niche hobby. I don't want to badmouth them or anything, but the fact that
It's
like
not
for a simple
bad-mouthing,
question,
it's being honest.
yeah,
Sounds like
it
your
was like over an
expectations
hour.
were not met. Your expectations were not met.
And then I get a phone call that night, hours later that evening, from somebody, and they're like, "Oh, hey, I'm calling from Gigaparts. Just want to know, you had a question. What was it?" And there was no apology. It was just, what's your question? And I laid it out there, and they're like, oh, you need to send an email to customer support at Gigaparts.
Oh my God.
They gave me an email to send, and I was like, okay. And I'm like, what? I'm not doing that. Now, the next day, because, be totally transparent, then one of the head of customer service or whatever called me and apologized first, unlike the other rep. And then was like, what do you need? I threw it out there. She looked into it, got back to me later that day with the measurements, and we had a good conversation. She wanted to know what prompts did I push? How did this happen? And I kind of laid it out there. But I heard the same thing from others, and it was an off-putting experience. But it was one of those things where on one hand, you want to be honest, you want to be transparent, you want to throw this stuff out there. But on the other hand, too, there's only so many manufacturers, so many retailers, and this and that. You don't want one of them to go away, but it was just oh. So it was an interesting experience. And it's definitely kind of, it left a bad taste in my mouth. I ordered my POTA 20 replacement mask right then and there, and I haven't ordered anything since, and I finally got it this week. It took a while because they were...
See, that's what I like. That's why I like calling HRO, the local office, because if I call the local office, I'm always getting somebody,
Yep.
So
HRO Salem, New Hampshire. I love those guys.
I was just gonna say, Salem the customer service has always been A+ for me.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
if it's a question but I didn't buy, they were still willing to talk and answer.
It's like,
You know what I mean?
I think their names are like Pete and Dave, the two main guys that I usually work with there. And I know there's another gentleman as well, and I think there's a lady that works in the back and maybe fulfilling online orders or something. But they're always awesome when you go in there. They literally remember me. They're like, we haven't seen you for so long, and I was like, I know, but I don't need to buy anything. I promise I'm not cheating on you guys. I haven't bought anything online or at a different place. It's just I have all of my ham radio needs fulfilled for the moment.
Emotional damage.
I'm pretty sure that I still have a $50 freaking credit on my HRO account.
You probably do.
Yeah, I
I'll use
wish
it
we had
eventually when I
retailers
have to
near
buy
us. Like,
something.
I don't have anything near me. I think DX Engineering would probably be the closest thing to me, where I am in New York. Having to go to Ohio or whatever.
Mike, just drive to New Hampshire, man. Tax free.
You've done it before.
Yeah,
I have.
That is another huge benefit
And
of
zero
I'll do it again.
tax.
New Hampshire.
Oh, no.
Zero tax.
Hey, there's 28
There's no sales
minutes
tax.
left.
There's no income tax.
There's 28 minutes left on Jason's stream, and they had 346 people watching. We now have 51. That's awesome that we can hold this.
We had over 60 before, and then it dropped off a little bit. But like I said, people can put, and I've done it before. You can put multiple streams up and stuff. I do like that this whole make a deal thing is great. Especially from a sales perspective, because it introduces like the urgency and like, oh my gosh, like they accepted my offer. If I want to buy this mount or this antenna or this radio, like I got to act now. And I think it's a fun thing that they do and stuff. But at the same time, like I figured, why not? Of all things, they schedule the live stream after we had this one scheduled. Like, all right, I'll share my story in full because I've only shared little bits here and there before. But I'm trying to be real. Like I'm not trying to talk down on them and stuff. I want to see them succeed. I really
You're not
do.
trying to be a dick, is what you're saying.
Exactly. And I had a good conversation with the customer service person, and I think they sincerely want to do better and stuff. So it's disheartening to hear from others that they've had poor experiences and stuff. But whether it's retailers or if it's the manufacturers, I think we want competition and we want options.
Oh,
because
yeah.
Some retailers I know are going to be more expensive 9 times out of 10 than other ones. It's just the way that it is. But we want competition. You want to have options, whether it's because of money or it's because of something else. Like you want to have competition. You want to have those are good things. We want to have that, and so I want them to do well, and I hope they have a good night tonight and stuff. So.
Mike, my guess is if that person didn't call you the next day, you'd have, and rightfully so, you would have a whole different opinion, wouldn't you?
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. But it's nice that they recognize that you called and you were on hold, and somebody said, "Hey, this dude was on hold for like an hour. What the hell? Let's figure out what the problem is." Because they were desperate enough to sit on the phone for over an hour. Let's figure it out. So that's all.
Imagine if you did that 25 years ago and your minutes were all running up.
Oh my
You know
God!
what I mean? Or free.
You need to call me after 9. Call me after 9.
Izzo, my first cell phone was in 1995. I got one of
Mine
those.
too.
Mine too. The Nokias, right?
Yeah.
My first phone bill was over $600 because I was calling my mom in New York from Oklahoma. That's before they had like.
What do you mean? You didn't have a
long
bag
distance.
phone?
No, that wasn't a bag phone. I had a little Nokia.
But no,
Yeah,
but
my
Tortoise,
first phone was the bag phone.
Well, because you're. But never mind.
But Tortoise, you were right though.
You
Friday
get 30
nights,
minutes
was
for
it
the
night?
whole month.
No, well, it was weird. Why they did I don't know what the marketing thought was, but we'll give everybody free from 9 p.m. Friday to maybe 9 p.m. Sunday night or midnight. It was something weird, but why they chose that, I thought was very interesting.
Yeah.
You know?
But I mean, I would call my mom once a week just to let her know, hey, we're doing okay, and because she would call me like crazy, and I'm like, Mom, this is costing me a whole lot more than it's costing you.
I love you, but
It's
Yeah.
what's that collect call?
We had a baby, it's a boy.
That's it. Had a baby, it's a boy. Click.
Click.
Listen, I definitely used to collect call like my mom and be like, "I'm ready to get picked up from school. Come and get me." Bye.
Yes, all the time. All the
We
time.
had a
all
baby,
knew
it's a
where-
boy.
I had
all
a
knew where
pocket
the
of
payphones
dimes and
were.
quarters.
Yes, but we knew what payphones were clean to use and which ones were a little, those were the extreme emergency. And put a piece of,
Here's a
paper
quarter.
over
Call
it.
somebody who cares.
Now it's 50 cents. I remember when it was a dime. I mean, I'm old enough to remember a phone call was a dime.
We had a dime. We always had some
It
dimes.
was 15 cents. Yeah, it's 15 cents.
It was a dime in Schenectady growing up because I had to call my mom or my grandparents to tell them I was at the bus station to come pick me up every day.
Basketball practice is done. I need to get picked up. 15 cents.
Right.
There's no way I'm this young because I don't remember any of this.
Yeah, you're that young. Trust me.
Wow.
Rookie.
Is Rabbit like in his 20s?
I love you guys, but
Is he in his
I don't remember
20s?
any of this.
Who let the millennial in?
30s, early 30s, man.
Rabbit, when were you born? What year?
I'm 31.
Oh, Jesus, you're a
Oh
baby.
my God, you're such a fucking baby.
Yeah, how did
Holy
I
shit.
end up as not the youngest person on this show anymore?
Well,
Did
hey,
you just
we're
say
talking about the
youngest
phone
person?
stuff. I was gonna say I know I've mentioned this to Izzo, but I worked for 2 summers as an operator, like a zero operator for.
I'm so sorry.
The phone company back when it was 1 year it was Verizon, another year it was Bell. Oh no, it was Bell Atlantic and 9X. It was before it became Verizon.
Please
my
hold, let me connect you.
My grandfather and my
Exactly.
mother worked decades for the phone company. Like, going back to when it was AT&T
Grouch?
before it was split up. Like, but what a learning experience and interesting thing that was. From having dealing with collect calls, like half the stuff I dealt with was talking to inmates, making collect calls. From
Was it really?
correctional institutions. Yeah.
Oh my God.
A good volume was like the collect calls.
Please
from
hold, let me
inmates and
connect
stuff.
you.
But also, it was the time before everyone had 911. So if a region didn't have 911 and they dialed 911, it went to me. And we had special directories with the numbers. You had to flip through you had to look and see where the phone number's coming from and what county and what
911.
and you had special numbers you could connect them to and I dealt with some really everything from gunshots to bomb threats and stuff, dealing with 911 stuff. It was really interesting, and a couple of them having to they had to take you off and you had to fill out special reports and stuff depending on what it was, especially for the bomb threat one. But it was interesting, having to deal with that stuff, and this is 94, 95 type time frame to put it into perspective, when this was going down. But interesting times. 30 years ago.
Get off my lawn, kid.
All you gotta say is, please hold, transfer.
Yeah.
Your
Please
call
stand by.
is-
Please
your
stand by
call
our fire
is-
department.
Operator,
Your call is very important to us. Please stand by.
please hang on.
Well, the
Dude,
thing
I'm
is,
just gonna
and I'll
say-
share this with the bomb threat thing. There was when we had to do those transfers, right? We were supposed to stay on the line in the background. We're just listening in when we connect somebody who's calling 911 with
So it
the
doesn't
proper
drop,
authority.
just in case.
And so we're listening in, and when that threat came in, and it was a bomb threat for a local school, in the city that I was in, and and the call, and it's like, whoa, wait, what? You're listening, you're totally not expecting this, and then
That's the attention getter. Yeah.
they hang up, and I just say the office, I'm like, hey officer, this is the 911 operator. You want to know the location of the payphone, and give them the location because I'm staring right at it on my screen, and stuff. But it's like a whoa, you know. You're not expecting that to go down. You know, I heard some other, you know, crazy things in some past calls, but I was like, oh wow, is this really happening?
Didn't have to do Pro QA. It's
Yeah.
no.
Yep. So,
Pro
a lot of
QA
respect to Izzo and the others working in the emergency operations. Thank you for all you do.
That's why we come here to relax.
What he said.
Yeah.
Dispatchers are the first responders.
They're the gold. They're the gold in all the colors. They are the gold.
In gold line.
Well, we're going to be coming up. I'm going to start to wind this down before Grouch gets back. We're coming up on the 3-hour mark shortly, so I figure now's a good
Let
time
me just
to start
say real
going
quick,
yeah,
that as somebody that worked police, fire, 911 dispatch, it is a difficult fucking job. It is a high stress, difficult fucking job. And let me tell you that the dispatcher is not excluded from those feelings of sadness and regret when you dispatch emergency personnel to a rescue situation and that person passes away on their way to the hospital. Like, you also feel that, like, if I had only done it faster, if I had only been a little bit better at my job, then this person may not have died, right?
It's not even more, Paul. You know, because you don't get the satisfaction of being able to see that individual's face and the outcome when you're passing on care. You know, it's a harder feeling. You just get them through the phone, and that's it. That's, you know, you turn them over to the crews on scene, and it's a harder experience. And I know that from friends and family who are dispatchers. It's hard.
The problem that we have, speaking from a dispatcher perspective, is we handle the call, we hang up when it's appropriate, and then fire EMS handles it, police handles it, and then we don't follow through with that outcome. The fireman, when I'm on scene, depending on what the situation is, we're now that second level now, because the dispatcher handled it. We arrive, we deal with it. But our outcome is different. How our brain processes it is just we saw the outcome. As a dispatcher, you don't see the outcome, and sometimes you just roll with it. I say most of the time we roll with it, but there are many times when that PTSD will kick in, man, and it may kick in for something that happened 6 months to a year ago. It's very, very weird. We all deal with it differently. We all vet. We have some of the greatest discussions in our dispatcher. You think what we talk about here on YouTube, it is amazing what we talk about to release that pain, and it's, you know, it's been documented. The general public would never accept it, understand it, but you know, it is what it is. And just like with the fire crews, the PD crews, what they say in the locker rooms and afterwards, they have to they have their own methods, whether it's verbally or whatever, to get it out. And
one of the most best studies that have come out post 9/11 is differences between PTSD of warfighters versus first responders. Exposure over time versus short-term exposures, and you know that's between, you know, dispatchers and EMS, police and fire. That's exposure over time versus warfighters. I'm not taking anything away from them, but that's exposure in a short period of time. They're starting to see that there's different flavors of PTSD.
Absolutely, as well as PTSD,
and this is where
has different categories. There's now new categories of PTSD, as well as based upon the occupation: military, law enforcement, fire, EMS, dispatch on one side, just as well as other life victims. Victims of crimes have now developed certain types of new.
And I'm speaking as I'm speaking from a person that suffers from PTSD myself and a traumatic brain injury, and so navigating all those challenges. Because when I was diagnosed, it was very much, only war fighters got that type of stuff, and misdiagnosed a lot of times. It was very difficult and challenging.
No, I just want to throw this out there because I know Mike's trying to put a bow on things. For those that don't know, on my channel, The Grouch from New Hampshire, every other week we do the Weekend Warriors podcast.
Yep.
And the Weekend Warriors podcast it's what I call, it's our group therapy on the interwebs. All right. And when I started it, it was 100% tailored to military and those that are serving in the military and have served in the military. I have since opened that up to include first responders and dispatchers as well, because it is a shared trauma bond. Like we all experience some form of trauma through the shit that we deal with on a day in, day out basis. And I'll argue that especially for first responders and dispatch, right? I mean, like it is far longer of a period that you are dealing with that bullshit than a deployment.
Do you think so?
Because it is.
Why is that?
Yeah, because
Why?
it's not a deployment. You're not going to a foreign place. You're going in your own community every single day. Day in and day out, you are dealing with the worst of your community. And you have to live in that community. And so I think there has to be an elevated level of respect for the first responders and the dispatchers that are dealing with the bullshit in the local communities. Because you don't get to leave that combat zone. Because when you leave that combat zone, you're going home, and your home is still in that combat zone.
Interesting. I just know, again, a lot of things have come out of the military, right? A lot of medical breakthroughs from the EMT, a paramedic perspective of treatment on scene to the next higher level of care. PTSD is another one, and I think there, from what I've learned and read, a lot of shared methods of how to deal with, because of what of how military people have dealt with that, or people who have seen traumatic events, a bystander, something has dramatically happened in front of them that they were not expecting 30 seconds ago, and now all of a sudden, boom, and we all experience it differently. And I remember about 30 years ago, about 25 years ago, one of the veterans said to me, "You're going to get to a stage where you're going to hate this. And your customer service is going to be challenged every single day, every phone call that comes in." And man, I said, "Nah, I'm a tough guy. That's not going to happen." Oh man, I wish I could find that guy and tell him he was right. Because it's you have to come in with a different, you have to come in, you have to put that shield on. And if you had an argument with somebody the night before, if somebody cut you off coming to work, now all of a sudden, I always try killing.
You gotta leave all that shit behind.
You gotta leave it all behind at the door. You walk in, and you're interesting, Grouch, because what you said too about the various communities. Every community has its frequent flyers, but the people who are always calling for various reasons, whether they need it or not, they're still calling. And then you have some of the nicest people that call you in their darkest hour, and you'll probably never talk to them again or deal with them again on scene. It's a very interesting how it all unfolds, and you have to be ready for it either way. I personally find it easier when I'm responding as a firefighter versus being in dispatch now is got a little bit more challenging every day.
Don,
but it is what it is.
As though I agree with you almost. I've never been on the dispatcher end of things, but I have. My significant other has been on the dispatcher end of things, and they never get the closure, Whereas first responders, we pass on care. we get to find the outcome of things almost to an extent. It is harder for dispatchers to an extent. It is, and that's where I pay the respects to that. But we're not. I don't want to turn this into a weekend.
Yeah, I don't want to turn it. I'm sorry, Mike.
No.
But Grouch is right.
Well, and so I'm just going to say, all right, listen, the next Weekend Warriors episode is next Friday night. So if you're not a subscriber of my channel, please feel free to subscribe so that you click that notification bell and you know when we go live every other Friday starting next Friday. And yeah, that's when the Weekend Warriors is. That's me. Over to Shannon.
Yeah, and real quick before you go, Shannon, everyone's link should be in the description. So if you click on the description down below, whether it's you'll see Izzo's names listed, and it's going to be a link for Clubhouse. You're going to see Rabbit listed. I added him, Michael, Shannon, everyone should be listed down below. So because
awesome.
I'm lazy and
Power to the people.
I still struggle trying to manage everything with the live streams. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. That's
because you
down
drive
in
a
the
Subaru.
description.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna hit the button.
I love you, Mike. You know
that was perfect to just end it on right there, Don. I love it.
Guys, go
Shannon
over to my channel and subscribe. Get me up so I can advertise me being on this channel with everybody. I would greatly appreciate this.
Yes.
Yes,
That'll
everybody
work.
subscribe to Rabbit.
Yeah. And everyone subscribe to Shannon too. Like Shannon, Michael, Rabbit. Like they're newer creators. They're newer members of the YouTube Ham Fam, and we love having them on board, and we'd love to see their channels grow too. So
I feel
give them a
like
like. Give them a like or a subscribe. It's not going to cost anything. So yeah.
See, Izzo didn't like me last week.
Subscribing
He
is
didn't send
free.
me an invite.
Yep.
Izzo didn't send me Izzo didn't send me an invite last week. He doesn't like me. He sent Eric an invite.
We did a lot. No, we did a lottery. I literally in the hat. We picked out just a few names, and guess what?
You picked
Eric.
Eric.
Come on, I didn't purposely pick Eric. It's what pulled out of. Yours was on a tissue.
Shannon, what do you got coming up in the near future?
I don't have anything too crazy coming up in the near future. Just, I have my regular Friday live streams, Brew and Activate, every morning, 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. With Eric and 1JUR.
Mhm.
So if you love POTA, if you love a little bit of chaos from Shannon, random tank facts, knitting, come check us out on Friday mornings, 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
You guys got a great live stream, and you get a good group of the POTA activators and hunters in there too. So,
Shannon, I have my own redhead now.
What are we looking at there, Michael?
This is Millicent. She is a Froggy or French Corgi mix.
Okay.
Frenchie Corgi mix. So
I
you
see
can see
that
the
now.
eyes and the ears.
Yeah.
But she
Mike,
doesn't
what
have
is
the
Mike?
busted
What's she
nose.
about? 40 pounds? She looks big.
She's 6
More?
months old and she's probably about 40 pounds.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she is a tank.
Because she looks solid.
Oh,
She's gonna be big.
with
Wow.
6-inch legs. With 6-inch legs. I don't think she's gonna get much bigger than this. Huh? You gonna get much bigger than this?
Oh,
Hello?
Yeah,
Oh,
1,000.
yawn. But this is Mama's dog, but she hangs out with me. Huh.
Well, that's how it goes. The female dogs like to hang out with daddies.
Well, I got the other Muppets back here, and they're 2 boys and another girl, so I don't know. I must be nice to dogs.
So when do you and Rabbi got your next live stream coming up?
That's a good question.
It
Dude,
is.
what do you think, man?
Next Wednesday.
Next
I think we're
Wednesday?
going to do Wednesdays from 7 to 8.
Is this official? Is it going to be 7 to 8 on Wednesday?
I'm here for it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you positive?
You heard it here, folks.
Okay.
Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
I'm only giving
Catch
him
the
shit
Tortoise
because
and
he
Hare
screwed up so
Show.
bad the other day.
I like that. That's catchy. I'm serious, and I think that may fill a void for people here on the East Coast. You're all done with dinner or coming home, and you just want to throw on the YouTube, and boom, there you guys are. I like that.
Hold on a second. Did you see our why is this not letting me do this? Oh, there we go. Did you see our little banner there, Izzo? Let me see if I can find it. Where'd it go?
All right, there it is.
Look at that. Nice.
The Tortoise and the Hare.
Nice.
You see look at the frequencies. And it's got zoo on the portable.
I like it.
Nice.
That was the rabbit's touch.
I like it. I like it. Izzo, we know you got Clubhouse going on, but what you got going on for POTA? You got any activations planned soon?
Again, it all depends what's going on my day off, and I had to push myself out on Thursday, and I'm glad I did. So it's I think I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday. So again, the game plan, depending on weather, just get back out again. Whether it's to park 5 minutes down the road or 20 minutes down the road, just get out there. And that's part of therapy for me, is playing radio and just dealing with some normal people.
Izzo, you've only been married a year. You don't need that kind of therapy yet.
That's at night after 10 o'clock.
Ooh.
What time, wait, what time is it now? It's 21:58. Time to go.
Man, when you get to the age that you have to schedule it, I don't want to know about it.
No, we're not scheduling. You know what I mean.
Holy shit.
We don't schedule nothing.
Rabbit, you got anything coming up soon?
Gonna do activation this week. Record it. It's next week's video, and then I'm up on the stream with Mike.
With what antenna? You using the inflate antenna? What are you going to use?
Oh, God bless.
By Reliance.
You got one of those antennas too? The inflated?
Sir, I've been using that since October last year. It's my favorite antenna.
I've done 2 deployments with it, but just in the backyard. Nothing officially, out for POTA, but so far love it, and I can't wait for a little bit more warmer weather. I'm being a baby about it, but I want to play. I want to play around. I got the second ring for it, and to keep it erect, and keep it up.
Do you have your rings to keep it erect?
Well, there's a ring at the base that. No, see, this is going to go.
There's another ring. Look at watch his videos. There's another ring that goes around the midsection.
Which is what Matt gave me. Matt gave me a second ring.
Mid shaft.
Right, because mid shaft, it was still working. It was so mine flopped over, but I was still making contacts, and I was
didn't put enough air in it.
No, I did put it. It was just. You
didn't blow hard enough.
You gotta put your cock ring a little higher up on the shaft.
That's why there's 2.
Yeah, put your cock ring a little higher on the shaft.
My next video, I plan on making the ground anchors the midpoint and making the straps higher up. So I'm
gonna watch your video. I'm gonna watch your video.
Yeah. Because I put it out on my back deck to see if I could get it to do a singular attachment point. Fell right over. So we're gonna play.
Well, like I said, 10 watts on my 705. I was still making contacts here around the Northeast, which was still very promising. Yeah. Still very promising. So, yeah.
God bless America.
Yep. God bless Ham Radio.
So what do I have coming up? Thanks.
What do you
for
got
asking.
coming up? M2MAK.
Mike, what do you got going on your channel?
Feel
other than the 5-2 challenge.
Yeah.
Where is the Subaru going to bring you next?
Yeah, that's a good question. So,
The Adventures of Subaru, man.
I finally feel like
Soda Lesbrew.
that one of my struggles.
There's a good channel name, the Subaru Ham.
There you go, Mike.
The
My
Soda
Subaru,
Lesbrew.
my Subaru Adventures and ham radio.
Yes,
and you got to wear the tie.
I do.
The Lesbrew on 5.2.
Yeah.
Mike's gonna be trading in the Subaru for a Jeep Grand Wagoneer
or something. Yeah, he's.
I love Mike's stuff. Mike got some cool
The,
stuff. Always.
Mike does have cool shit.
One of the things. So like that's I held off for a while with my channel doing reviews and stuff for radios and kind of things like that for a while, and then finally, like the last year, I was like, okay, I'll work with some folks like Matt at Reliance Antennas, because I had bought stuff from Matt before,
right?
And and I worked with Quirky QRP because I had bought. I just bought stuff from James last night that I didn't tell him about. Like I just
your order's gonna get shipped on Monday.
That's what he said. Yeah, I was like, good. Looking forward to it. But and it was the same thing. Like my first radio, my G90 stuff, I bought from Radioddity. I bought stuff from them like before, and I worked with them. But I all of a sudden, like I felt like one of the reasons I was reluctant for a while was like, I have a job. This is not my full-time thing. I'm not. YouTube's fun. I enjoy it, and I'm not getting rich off of it. None of us are.
You guys are getting paid.
It's nice, but it's like, I didn't want pressure. I didn't want because my kids' sports schedules change from season. My work schedule is up and down. It's up and down with travel, this, that. And so I was reluctant, and I was like, all right, fine. And I finally feel like a lot of stuff that like I had to do reviews on, or I had to I feel like all of a sudden, like in the last month, like I finally got everything done and out of the way. And it's like, oh, I can come up for air. Excuse me, come up for air and stuff like that. But I still got a couple Reliance Antenna stuff I want to do. I got some. I just got a new thing from Ape and Chuck from Coffee and Ham Radios. Their Hydra I'm playing with, and
that's right. I saw that.
Yes. And I do plan on making if things go according to plan and how I think things will work out. Like hopefully I'll have that thing on 60 meters this weekend. I'm going to be trying to do something fun, different. I'm trying to be me. Right. At the end of the day.
Consider this? Will you please consider this? This is a twofer right here now. Kevin, K0KLB, and Steve in North Carolina do the QRP side bayonet on Sunday nights.
Yeah, and Kevin's in the chat now.
Oh, is it cool?
Yep, he just joined.
Try that. I would love for you to check in with that Hydra on 20 meters with that.
Yep. I told him earlier today. Like I've missed the last couple nets. Like sometimes Sundays just don't work out well.
Because part of it to me the one of the greatest things about what Kevin and Steve are doing it's not only for like you or me or anyone else to try to make contact with them, but I always like to listen. Especially, and if I get busy at the house and if I can't check in, I still turn it on so I could hear who can I hear.
Yep.
And I'm always wondering, and I love when they say, guys, what antenna are you using? Because that helps us with our learning of it. So.
Yep. No. I'm hoping to check in. It's been a few weeks since I've been able to make it in. Actually, I don't think I've been able to make it in since I did it with my Bucky's onesie. But yeah.
You just wait until I get Paul to jump out in the plane with a rabbit outfit. It's coming.
Borat.
Yeah, no. So anyway, like that's my little rant or vent, about, the creator side of things. Like it's nice I try to work with people that, like I said, I've bought stuff from that I would do business with and stuff. No one's forcing anything on me or whatever. And it's nice to have radios or antennas to review. And I know I have stuff coming and stuff, but at the same time too, there's only so much time in a week and a day, and you have family, work, and other obligations. You try to kind of walk a balance, and at the same time too, I want to be respectful of my audience or viewers and stuff, and I want to make sure I'm doing stuff that's interesting to them. And I know I'm going to be doing some stuff on 60 meters going forward.
You're a shill. You're a sellout.
So, but there's I did a couple of searches like there's like hardly any shit on 60 meters like on YouTube, like when it comes to antennas, and I got a bunch of antennas, like unique or different antenna approaches for 60 meters. I'm like, you know what, I should probably just do some videos on this stuff, because there's like not a lot out there on it. You know, it's one of those bands where people are like a little, you know, scared. Like they're
intimidated.
I don't know.
Mike.
Yeah, exactly.
Mike, no, you're right. They are
You're
intimidated by it, and sometimes
Yep.
I just tell them, dude, just throw 40 meters, or if you could add some extra length to that 40 meter antenna.
It's one of the things.
Keep it simple, stupid,
Yep.
and just do it. Just do it, and it's, you know, you
Yep.
got to just get to that
Exactly.
hump. You just got to get over that hump of
Yep.
intimidate. Don't be afraid. Do not.
Yep.
You're not going to be a lid. We are so past that lid stage.
Yep.
Now this is the fun and experimenting stage now.
And I
You're
figure
not a lid.
with this band, it's a good opportunity to talk a little bit more about 60 meters now, because this is one of the bands we just got more frequency allocation for. Unlike other bands, they just gave us more space. Yes, there's some power requirements and limitations there, but we just got a ton of new spectrum, 15 kilohertz on 60 meters that we didn't have, you know, a couple months ago. So now's a good time to talk about, you know, antennas and what you might want to be able to do on there and stuff. And because the FT8 frequency falls within the new allocation, which has the 9.15 watts ERP limitation, you actually, if you're going to run FT8 legally on 60 meters, you're going to want to have like some serious considerations about your antenna if you want to make good contacts and stuff. So I think it's a good conversation to have. So there'll be more on 60 meters coming down the road. As if, like we're going from 2 meters, like, and I'll QSY to 60 soon.
Watch 5-2 from the Lesbaru on N2MAK's channel.
Nice.
I don't even know what it sounds like. Hold on, let me see. What does it sound like? Oh, wow. That's cool.
Also, for KE6GAE, the Hillbilly Ham, saying we are still secondary. I think that is why people don't do a lot of 60 meters. Also, in the UK, you have to be a full license holder in order to have privileges on 60 meters. So foundations and intermediate do not have privileges on 60 meters in the UK. So
Yeah, we're in the US though.
I know, but we want to talk to people outside of the US, don't we?
Yeah. But we're in the US.
But how? But if you
We're not traitors like those monarch-loving fucking Brits.
But Grouch,
but
60 meter DX would be fun, wouldn't it? I mean, to Shannon's point, wouldn't that be cool to work somebody on 60 meters outside of the United States and Canada?
Yeah, if we want to talk to
Of
people
course
that
it
are
would, but
outside
it
the
doesn't.
US, we need to keep
It doesn't
their
help me
influence
giving
in
Shannon
mind.
shit.
Touche.
And that's why I'm working on a 60 meter vertical tomorrow.
Oh.
Fun stuff. RF around and find
fucking
out.
Beans and breakfast. God, the stupid fucking Brits. I love you guys, but beans for breakfast? Tortoise, you're muted.
I think
Oh, you're still fucking
he's either
muted.
still muted or he's trolling us right now.
No, I'm not trolling. Beans on toast is a great slur for the British. Just call them beans on toast. I'm just saying.
Do you actually
Listen,
put that on
I-
the toast? You actually put it on the toast?
Yeah, they put beans on toast, dude.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of bean? What kind? Like What kind of beans?
Boston
what
baked beans.
Like
Boston
beans.
baked beans?
Beans on toast.
They're
Yeah.
different than Boston baked
what
beans.
do they do?
Well, it's not Boston. It's baked beans on toast. Fuck's sake.
Baked beans, and they're different.
Fuck's sake. It's still beans on toast. It's disgusting.
Beans on toast.
The
Listen,
next happy hour here, we're gonna have to explore this. So I think we're gonna have pictures, and
for the people in the UK, like Eamon and all of the others, like, listen, we love you guys, but like your country is fucking ridiculous, and we, as the United States, we defeated the fucking monarch almost 250 years ago.
For a reason. So they didn't control our bands.
Yeah, and now we're taxed even more than we were when we rebelled against fucking monarch.
Yeah, and
So
just so you know,
we're the ultimate fucking morons in
oh,
this.
George Washington.
just so you know, the people in England were getting taxed way worse than we were actually getting taxed here in the U.S. colonies.
It doesn't matter.
But we didn't have representation.
But
Exactly.
George Washington said after the war, how are we going to pay for the
he said,
war?
"Fuck no."
We're going to have to tax everybody.
It sounds like a them problem, not us problem.
Yeah, it
All
sounds like a damn
taxation
problem.
is theft.
Yes.
To answer Ham Radio QRP's question, yes,
Yes.
I am knitting, and if you want to see what I'm knitting, you can
Subscribe to
either
our channel.
come to the Discord, or you can watch Brew and Activate from this morning when I shared what I am knitting. It is a tank, a World War II tank tea cozy. I think it's a Churchill Mark IV, if I remember the pattern correctly.
Well, that's good because I thought you were knitting like a fucking a Grouch costume.
I killed
and
for
so
you.
I mean, it is close.
I'm
to
glad.
The right color.
Well, at least it's not a ball and shaft warmer.
That could
Listen, I'll wear it
probably be
skydiving.
That could be arranged. You wouldn't need much yarn.
I'm a grower, not a shower.
That's just make a little ball. Just make a little sack, so you can just tie it around. Look at Mike. Mike's like, "Holy shit, this has gone real off the rails."
All right, Mike.
I don't know what else to say, but
you wanted to.
Yeah,
you wanted to put a bow on this shit,
Yeah,
right?
We still have 47 people watching, which is amazing.
you know, GMRS is for growers, not showers.
From the back roads of New Hampshire, rain or shine, he's calling CQ with that mobile line. Eric's got his 891 and 8 test tight. He's chasing them parks from morning to night. We're calling CQ, come join the ride. From salty shores to mountain highs, a motley crew with wire and drive, tossing antennas in trees to feel alive. Once a month we light up the stream. It's Northeast Ham Radio, living the dream. Izzo's in the woods with a stogie lit, got his logbook down and a chair that fits. But toss him a chip with that barbecue tang, you'll get a rant and the Hamburglar fang. Matt builds them tough and tunes them clean. Reliance hits like a well-oiled machine. Toss the wire in a tree, no need to prepare. 5-9 signals floating through the air. We're calling CQ, come join the ride. From salty shores to mountain highs, a motley crew with wire and drive, tossing antennas in trees to feel alive. Once a month we light up the stream. It's Northeast Ham Radio, living the dream. Salty Walt's got tales from the ocean tide, with a sailor's grin and that coastal pride. He wrote the book on waves and wire, a Rhode Island soul with a northern fire. If it's broke, Rob's the guy to call. He'll tear it down and rebuild it all. With a scope, a smile, and zero fear, he's the reason half our rigs still cheer. The Grouch rolls deep with a pack and a plan. Sky above, ground below, mic in hand. From jump zones to parks, he's living it loud. Still grumpy as hell, but making us proud. We ain't perfect, perfect, and that's just fine. We miss a few calls and forget the time. It's happy hour when we go live. Mics get hot, and so do the vibes. So if we slur a bit or lose our roles, just blame the beer and our RF souls. Tortoise roll slow through the woods and mud. Mass plates on the FJ, tires chewing the crud. He'll find the path where the signals roam with the comm CQ from his overland home. Marvin's got the badge in the winter plan. He'll brave the cold with a rig in hand. When the bands are up and the chants are low, he's the ham radio guy putting on a show. I guess. From Rochester's edge with a voice so clear, Mike's rocking AM on the modern gear. He's hitting the air with that VHF bite and logging Poto till the stars say night. Todd's blowing finals at field day again. Still a proud Jenner, won't let it end. Talks baseball more than he checks his SWR, but he'll snag that contact from a mile too far. We're calling CQ, the signal's wide from the coast to the pines on the mountainside. We're a band of hams with stories to share, tossing wire and trees, putting watts in the air. Once a month we fire up the screen. It's Northeast Ham Radio, where legends convene. To antennas and trees and friends on the air. For signals we chase and the stories we share. We laugh, we learn, sometimes we swear. But every month, you know we'll be there. This is Northeast Ham Radio. Pull up a chair.